but in terms of like
the helmet, the visor,
aesthetics.
You know why, right? The original clone is
Jango Fett.
Jango
He's
Fett.
actually Mandalorian.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which explains why Boba Fett, his still clone, was able to inherit the armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Adi? Okay, so we are live. And خلاص الانترو راح اصلا بقى ما علينا خلاص صار اللي صار. Okay, so we're live. Welcome back, everyone. Another fun-filled episode. Wow, the intro's still coming. Okay, let's give it a minute.
Yeah, see, look, 974.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. I think we need a different intro. Like in the long
with
run.
a Geek Street as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Anybody know a good editor?
No.
There you go.
Because YouTube is delayed like 10 seconds, so you don't worry. See.
Yeah. Now we are 100% live. Okay, you gotta watch out for that. Overlay stuff. But anyway, good job, Clint. Welcome back, Clint and Aziz.
Thank you.
We have you here, and we got a special guest here today with us. Hold on, let's switch to him. Switch. All right. You all know him. It's Seth. I mean, Ahmed Abbas.
Bunch of names, man.
Huh?
I got a bunch of names.
How many
Seth.
names do you have?
Just Seth. I want to go by Seth Zilla. Ever since I started powerlifting, I want to go by Seth Zilla.
Oh yeah.
But I realize it's really goofy to give yourself a nickname. So I can't go by that moniker.
Also, you're an Arab, and honestly, you look like Kratos.
Oh,
I'd
man.
say go with Sheikh Kratos.
Sheikh Kratos. I'll accept it, but I'm not near as, you know.
Really?
I'm not. You see how he looks like?
I mean, what do you think?
You just need the
Jack.
voice, man. Just
the voice?
The voice.
Just
The
say,
voice?
just say boy.
Boy. You know what's funny?
Yeah,
So I got a dog. And
Oh, okay.
I have a dog, and I keep calling him Child. So it's the same.
Ooh,
Come here, Child. Child, come here. Come here, boy.
Oh
Come
my
here.
God, I heard
And
it.
instead of-
I just heard it.
Yes, I
boy,
did.
I say Child.
I heard Kratos right there.
I sense the rage.
That's the rage.
So, if some of you who don't know, Ahmed Abbas here is one of the OG Qatar podcasters. You know, he actually inspired me to get into podcasting, and here we are. You know, and
Hey, man. Honestly, and I mean, first and foremost, man, amazing job
Thank you.
on keeping it up, keeping the podcast sort of.
Alive.
A lot. Yeah, hell yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping the spirit alive, just stay consistent, just going at it. And then, like, now you have a spot in 974, so big ups, man. Seriously,
you.
just keep it up,
Thank
man.
you.
Honestly, you know.
And a big thanks to Geek Street and Store 974 for giving us this spot. I mean, we love it, and we love having you with us.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me here, man. Seriously,
And we're actually very excited to see what kind of insight you have on today's episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, today's episode, for some of you who don't know, is about the esports being in the Olympics. Now, when it's gonna happen is this Friday, as in 2 days. All right, and for those who actually want to see it, actually, believe it or not, Todd is actually streaming it.
Okay.
All right, so
For the uninitiated,
Yes.
what games are they going to show?
as far as I know, it's Rocket League, archery, and a few more others.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called. They're naming it the Olympics Virtual Series or Esports Virtual Series.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah.
So it's going to be an So is it sponsored, recognized by the Olympic Committee?
Yes.
So you will have the Olympic logo.
Yes.
So wait, this is a
literally-
full on
It's full on Olympics.
Olympics
Whoa.
Yes.
esports.
Exactly. It is
That
actually
is
called
that is
Olympics Virtual Series.
that is absolutely awesome because
You
I never
actually can go to the Olympics website, official Olympics website,
Okay.
and you'll find an actual tab specific for esports.
I'm surprised that why like the game, the choices of game. So archery, I get.
Yes.
Archery, I completely understand why it'd be as an Olympic esport game.
I mean, think about it. When we understand esports as a concept,
Yeah.
we understand it as a concept as like what, fighting games.
Street Fighter.
I was gonna say, yeah.
MOBAs.
Yeah.
MOBAs.
Beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
League of Legends, like
Yeah,
that.
MOBAs.
Yeah.
Like League of Legends.
MOBAs,
Those
yes,
are considered
true.
by like normal standards esports.
Esport, 100%.
But we never like thought, why don't you have an actual sports game
As
or
an esport.
As an esport.
As an
Like,
esport, yeah.
I'm not talking like FIFA or NBA or baseball.
I was
or-
gonna say no. Well, FIFA is I think is more.
Oh yeah, it's more.
It has its own brand.
So not just that, dude. It has its own community, dude. Like FIFA as an esport.
Yeah.
You know, isn't
Oh.
even here, man. I mean, Ahmed Ghasib, he does this 3-on-3. You know, street esports.
Yeah,
Okay,
FIFA
you
is
know?
a big thing in Qatar, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
Really,
yeah.
not just in Qatar. It's literally everywhere.
everywhere, yeah.
You know,
But even the US, I feel like US is not that.
the U.S. now they're
I
more
don't think
concerned
so.
about either when it comes to like in the NBA or American football.
Football
Although
games.
because of the fact they added Ted Lasso as a
Manager.
in the like ultimate team. It's like a
Okay.
fantasy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more Americans they come to it because it's a comedy series.
Oh,
You know, so they probably got into.
I gotta get myself to watch that show, man.
Oh, it's
They told me it's really
not-
good.
It's nice.
Is it good?
It's good. Like think of it this way: an American football coach is coming to coach a
Football
a soccer
Soccer.
team.
Soccer for them. Okay.
And he never did it. And he never did it.
Oh, okay.
He never did it before.
So you're just using his coaching skills.
He's using his coaching skills.
So
That's
for
cool,
a
man.
full-on contact sport with a non-contact sport.
But here's my question. So now back to the topic of the
Yeah,
esports
esports, yeah.
in the Olympics,
All right,
which I
so-
think is
Mind-blowing, isn't
yeah,
it?
dude. Honestly, like
I mean, you'd think they'd get it to this level.
I didn't think it was because I've seen like
You
esports.
need to be dexterous.
Oh,
To the
yeah.
point of like imagine it. I once saw this episode on The Good Doctor.
Okay.
They're related, by the way. All right. So there was this esports player, all right, who was losing the usage of his hand.
Oh,
So as an esports athlete,
Yes, it's very.
that's a major loss.
dude.
You lose your sponsors, you lose your income, everything. You know.
Yeah, dude, your whole livelihood is here.
Exactly. So you were especially in bodybuilding. Imagine if if you like broke an arm, broke a hand, your wrist gets damaged, anything like that. You won't be able to lift those weights.
So that's if we're talking like a slight tear, that's 6 months of rehab.
There you go.
You know, and that's 6 months I can't afford because I'm
Yeah.
You know, so I completely sympathize with a guy whose whole livelihood depends on playing video games and he needs his hands.
Exactly.
But what kind of injuries can you think of? So I understand for physical sports like
Carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh
carpal
man,
tunnel.
now that becomes an issue, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you got carpal tunnel, you get news saying, "Oh, this guy has carpal tunnel. He can't play Counter Strike or something."
Exactly.
You can't
so,
click.
So the
on
worst
time.
injury that can happen to an esports player is carpal tunnel, without a doubt.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to wear a bandage over your wrist the entire time.
That-
That was actually a really good question. Like,
That-
what injuries
Yeah.
can you get from esports? It's actually it's I don't want to laugh, but it seems I get it.
Yeah,
the
it becomes-
comedy behind it.
it
but
becomes
like,
a big
sense.
thing,
It
you
makes
know,
right?
sense.
I mean, it does make sense.
It becomes a big thing.
Yeah.
During the live broadcast, I say, "Ooh, he's got carpal tunnel."
Carpal tunnel. Oh, there goes his bicep.
Oh
Oh, there
no,
goes his
God.
toe. You
And
know?
he gets taken into a stretcher. I was like, what's
Gotta carry him.
happening here?
No, but like I mean, because I know like the amount of money on the line in esports.
Yes.
yeah.
Like, it's in the- it's in-
It's true.
Millions,
Millions,
right?
millions.
It's in the
Starts
hundred
to
thousand,
hundreds of thousands.
hundred thousand, going all the way up to millions. And I'm talking about like Counter Strike.
And you're talking
FIFA,
about, yeah,
all kinds of
that's
esports.
all kinds of sponsorships coming into it.
Yeah.
All kinds of sponsorships, and not to mention, it doesn't just happen to in terms of like a winning team. Although winning is required or
Okay.
mandatory, but imagine this: if someone like participates as a first timer and catches the eye of a sponsor. That's it.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
You get funding for you and for your team.
So back on the subject of it being in the Olympics.
Yes.
So that means every country has to represent its own.
Yeah.
Um,
Although to be honest, I'm not sure about the ranking system.
no, it's still, is there? I was gonna say
There should
There should be,
I
right?
mean, there is, without a doubt.
Yeah.
You know, just like how you like just like with any kind of sport, there's a bronze, silver, and gold medal.
1,000. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So
100%.
without a doubt, that's going to be the standard system. How it's going to be applied to esports is not understandable. I mean, Rocket League is just a win-win thing. You know, like
Yeah.
how you do with football. Whoever wins the most probably gets more points.
Exactly.
You know, archery, I get.
I've never seen archery like a video game. Like it doesn't.
I mean, let me.
Isn't it?
Dude,
Is it? Is
can you
it?
look at-
Is it a
I'm
singular?
looking, sorry, because I'm looking at the games.
Yes.
So one of them is Just Dance.
Wait, you're serious?
No, I'm serious.
Really?
It's
Even
Go on, go on.
that
Olympic
game?
Dance?
Wait,
Esports
Just
Series
Dance
Finals.
Raceway?
Thank you, Ubisoft.
Dance times Just Dance.
Okay.
Yeah, they have Just Dance.
Let me see that.
You surprised me, honestly.
Olympics, who is selecting these games?
Dance.
Dance
X,
X
Just
Just Dance.
Dance.
But it's Just Dance.
And that's 2 hours.
That's 2 hours.
That's 2 hours.
Honestly,
worth
it makes
Wow.
sense because like you have to be very
See,
fast.
that's
makes
sail-
sense.
that's
right? You have to be
more-
fast.
sailing.
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 Let's see that.
Who the hell select these
This
games?
this is so now we're
Keep
looking
going.
at.
Keep looking. It says OES. Series.
Oh yes. Oh my God. There's even the Olympics and everything.
Oh yeah.
I would have thought
So
it.
it's Just Dance X. Okay.
Sailing?
So
I mean, I don't get it. How is it gonna work? I mean, you're gonna wear the helmet like a.
oh yeah, it
What's-
could be.
what's-
No, they have a VR. It's VR.
VR, right?
Ah, look, there's a
VR.
cycling.
Yes.
Okay, cycling I get. You know, you get an actual standing
Okay.
bicycle. And
Exactly. You cycle.
Yes.
Just Dance. Okay. So okay, this actually now starts to make more sense to me. So this is more of a, not just sitting there
Yeah.
with computer.
with the
It
computer.
makes
Or, you
sense.
know.
So it makes sense that when it's called virtual series, they mean Olympics virtual series.
So
They're
it's
actually using VR.
using VR.
Isn't that kind of?
I wasn't expecting it to
I'm
be
not.
like
I'm
this.
not. I'm not saying I'm not on board. I was really hoping it'd be more like the traditional.
Full
esports.
on, yeah.
Yeah,
full
not
on.
the traditional
Like,
esports we know.
Yeah.
How would you?
Or you guys? I'm still done
I'm with
because I
you.
saw
I'm with you.
these guys here right there. Like
Yeah.
they're in the back
Yeah.
practicing for a tournament, right?
Yeah.
And they're playing.
Super
Valorant,
Smash,
Fortnite,
Valorant, Apex
yeah.
Legends, you name it.
That would
Call
have been
of Duty.
cool. That would have been cool. That I would actually sit and watch. I would actually be like, that's the Olympics and they're playing Super Smash Brothers.
I tell you.
Yeah.
You know, I vibe with that,
Because of
100%.
that, you know, I'm just gonna watch this just to laugh.
No,
To laugh.
what
to
I'm gonna
laugh,
say-
'cause
I'd watch it.
say
No, I'd
it's
watch it.
silly. How would you just dance as an Olympic sport?
No,
Sailing?
No, I think this is. No,
Sailing?
I would say this is a good start. No, what they're trying to do now is trying.
It's a VR. It's just
Yeah.
VR. It's just sports that's not outdoors.
See,
How would that work?
No, see, Olympics is known to be a physical. Although they have chess, right? They
Yes.
have chess and they have those board games, but it's mostly known as a physical sport.
sport.
Now, if you want people to accept it, you have to have people see that this is a hybrid. You know, you need to first push that. Okay, so this is not just pure video games. We're actually doing physical stuff here as well.
Yeah.
And esports is not just about games like StarCraft, which I wish they would have put there. I'm sure it's gonna be like just Korean dominates it. So yeah, but yeah, StarCraft.
That's racist.
No, it's not racist. Man, they're the best.
They're the best players,
No,
right?
That's,
And
they're
yet
pretty
you
good.
can
I mean,
just-
hey, man, just
yeah,
because.
I'm just stating facts.
Of course.
I'm just stating
Just,
facts.
just kidding.
But you have to start with something.
Yeah.
I think this is a good start. You have to accept this.
I mean, yes, you're right. In layman terms, esports. No, I mean the Olympics has always been about physical contact, physical sports, things like that. But when it comes to introducing esports in terms of they're taking the standard off. if you think
yes,
about
of what gamers like us.
They're being more flexible,
it. No, they're being more physical.
physical. Yeah.
Yes, think about it. You know, they are introducing you into the world of physical, virtual reality. Because
Yeah.
think of it this way. So you have to perform physical actions.
So it's
with
kind
your
of like
entire
the
body.
Olympics. Yeah. So it's kind of like the Olympics. Kind of like the.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
they want to introduce. They want to keep it 100% Olympic, but with the addition of esports into it.
So you think they're trying to get the Olympics community,
Okay.
if you know the guys who actually follow the Olympics, to accept that there is something here.
Yeah.
That this can be a sport as well.
I mean,
think.
it does open doors. Let's be honest. I mean, it does open doors at least for
I mean,
not
it
just.
does, yeah.
I mean, lately I think they've signed lately Doha Film, if I'm not wrong. They just signed.
Yeah, Doha Film Institute signed the MOE for
Yeah.
for esports commerce something.
Yeah.
So
Here
that's
in Qatar.
step one. That's,
Well, what I know, I heard that they signed something, but what did they sign exactly?
Doha Film signed a contract with the Ministry of I think or like basically it's a
Media, right? I think it was.
It's it's an organization for esports. The Esports Federation, basically here in Qatar. All right. Normally, it's run by Redo Nation.
Yeah.
So Doha Film Institute signs MOU with Qatar Esports Federation to support e-gaming community.
There you go. This just happened today.
Yeah.
You know, they just posted this today, and it was posted on Geekdom and various other websites. You know, to be honest, that's a good start for Qatar. You know, to get introduced more into esports, and to the fact that they can, of course, make it to the Olympics this year. I mean, too late.
Yeah.
Unless you can get them in like a day. Like
I mean,
a day. But there's always next year.
There's always next year. But again, I mean, if those are the games, and if we can recap them really quick for people who are just walking.
Let's start from the top.
From top, there's sailing. By the way, so for everyone who kind of just came in, this is all virtual reality.
Yeah.
Which now is starting to make more sense to me. Like, okay, virtual reality, the Olympics. I get it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm not excited about it. I was hoping more would be, like I said,
esports.
Esports, you know.
But they are breaking the standard to keep it more Olympics related.
Olympic community.
See, then they're playing it right and they're smart about it.
Yeah.
Because they want to do.
You'd say there's a yes and no, and to this point, I mean, there's positives and negatives. You know, the negatives is because you're forgetting what esports used to stand for.
Yeah.
Which is basically about
Competitive gaming.
Competitive gaming, but what are the games you compete? League of Legends, Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear.
Here's my question. Here's my question. Do you feel like they're kind of what's that word again? Like
diverting?
Not diverting. Like they kind of conned you. Like they put esports in the Olympics.
Maneuvering.
No, and you're like, oh, that's it. And then all of a sudden it's virtual reality.
Deceiving?
It's like deceived. It's like, do you feel deceived? There you go. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel deceived in that way?
Kinda.
Really?
Kinda. I mean,
I'm not. I mean, I'm not shocked by these.
If
Yes,
it
yes,
comes
I'm
to
also
the
not
physical
shocked by it.
point, yes, they'd have to wear VR goggles. They'd have to wear VR gloves. Oh wait, they aren't gloves.
There are.
There are like these controllers.
Controllers,
right?
consider those gloves.
Not to mention, there's nothing to. Is there car racing?
I have
It's cycling, sailing. Sailing. What's that? Archery.
and Just Dance.
Just Dance.
No,
So everything.
That makes me laugh.
See, I think what's happened here is, you have an Olympic committee, right? Which are made up of what? Old people?
Thank you.
Old people.
Thank
who
you.
are used to traditional
You just
Olympic.
point at yourself like you're.
Yes.
How old are you?
Hey man,
Huh?
how old are we?
How old are you?
I look 25, but I'm actually old. I'm 30s.
Yeah, I'm 33. What are
Thir-
you calling me old for?
Huh?
You calling me old?
No.
Calm down, Shane
No.
Kratos.
You're
Calling me old?
30, you're 33?
I'll sick my dog.
You're 33, I'm 39.
30.
dude.
Wait,
Dude,
39?
dude,
I'm 39.
do not
39?
anger the beard.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Never mind. He's 39. I'm gonna sit back and let Uncle talk.
You're 39.
No,
39, cuz.
Gramps.
Alright,
More like Gramps.
Alright.
The floor is yours, buddy.
Yeah.
We bow to your wisdom.
We bow to your wisdom.
Oh
dude.
God,
Yeah.
Kenobi.
No, but
You're our only
I
hope.
feel like you're going to a good point. Go
Yeah,
on.
what I'm saying is, the Olympic Committee is made up of very old people,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Who are used to traditional Olympic games. When they brought this proposal up to them, you need to cater to what they know. And this is what they know. This is what they're used to.
Good point.
I mean,
Yeah.
But you have to fact check. Are you sure these guys are old? Are you sure like this is?
No,
Maybe they did a demographic. They think these are the people. This is the games that people will tune in to watch for the Olympics. And again, we're talking about.
There might be some sort of hypocrisy here. So, like, think of it this way: if you're going for change, you're going for change, but you're changing while at the same time keeping it the same.
Yeah.
By that I mean,
But at the same time, I feel like that's a good thing because the traditional esports that everyone's used to is now at least reserved for like people who can all participate in.
yeah, but
So-
it's gonna be. But if you think about it, it's gonna
You know?
be limited to local competitions.
Yeah, but that's where the fun
got-
is, isn't it?
I mean,
It's not
yeah.
just local.
I
No,
mean, yeah.
let's be honest.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
if
not
people
really
want to
local.
compete at a world level, like
But-
real athletes.
But there are.
yeah,
What's his name? Ninja?
Ninja, yeah.
I thought he
Yeah.
was just a streamer.
No, he also plays in like Fortnite tournaments, I think.
Oh, he
Is he-
does.
is he-
Yeah.
This-
Fortnite's
oh,
considered
so-
an actual.
No, I don't think it's
I
considered.
want you to fix my ignorance a bit.
Go ahead.
Okay. Local tournaments is what happens here. Is
Yeah.
what's been going down in 1974.
Yeah.
This is like local terms.
Yeah.
But there are, if I'm not mistaken, some international tournaments.
Yes.
like stuff that different people from different countries, they come in the game, and this is where the millions of dollars come into play.
Exactly.
This is, I think, what's reserved for the esport. This is the heart and the bread and butter of the esport.
Exactly.
When this is what we're talking about.
Exactly. But when it comes to the Olympics, they are competing at the world level, but not what they're used to. Think of it this way: you are a pro at a certain game.
Yeah.
I'm a pro at Just Dance. Look, Just Dance badge.
That's just funny, man. I find that really funny.
What games are there?
No, but I'm just thinking though. Like for example, these games. So normally you represent your country, right?
Yeah.
So you're the best, saying Just Dance. So they have a leaderboard.
I'm sorry, I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, they have a leaderboard now where they now put your country's flag right beside your name. Right? Can you imagine?
I can't. And honestly, I don't know how it's gonna. You know, what's the controller like in Just Dance?
Your body.
And,
Oh no!
Your phone. Your phone.
Where's your phone?
Oh yeah. Lately, Just Dance is is controlled with an app.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, how do you know this?
Good question. That's a very good question.
I thought it was.
My niece and nephews want to play the game, and I'm like,
It's okay.
It's okay, man. We all like to dance.
Alright, fine. I played a little.
I play Dance Central. I play Dance Central on Xbox. Don't worry.
Hey, man. I played Just Dance. Is it the arrows, right? One you stomp on?
No,
No, that's
Wait,
It's not that?
no,
No,
that's
different.
DDR. Dance Dance Revolution.
Wait, what's Just Dance?
Just Dance is basically mimicking the movements.
Yes.
The
So
actual
actual dances.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
See, I thought it was like DDR.
Yeah, me too.
It's not even that. It's
I
not
thought it
even
was like
that.
DDR, dude. Dance Dance Revolution.
No, it's not even that. Just mimic the movement,
Oh yeah.
and just hopefully.
Now it's
hopefully-
making more sense that it's on the
That's
list.
how you. Yeah, there's an app called Just Dance, designed by Ubisoft. Do not ask me how I know this. Okay.
I'm just God.
All right. So what you do is
But-
you literally hold your phone
Okay.
right here, and you
Just-
there's a gold icon on the character you chose.
Okay.
When you're playing the game.
All right.
Right. And you have to mimic the exact movements to get the points. And there's
And the camera is tracking your points.
Actually, believe it or not, there's no need for a camera. The phone does everything.
But how?
That's exactly my point. You
Gyro.
just-
The gyro function on your phone.
So okay, now okay, I'm on a crossroads because
Yeah.
with the beauty of the Olympics is you have these sort of certified, hot, like really like registered, been doing this for ages refs who've dedicated their jobs to get people to get their point. Now they're letting people decide who did the right twerk or the right. Like, how are they gonna? Nah, he hit the wrong.
Well,
like, how does it work? Like, what's the?
Well, there's no hip work. I'll tell you that. It's all just hands.
It's all hands.
It's all hands.
Man.
It's all hands. Believe me, you would literally just think of it this way. You'd be standing in place, more or less. It's all about just hand movements and stuff.
Okay.
All right. If you do the move correctly, you get a perfect score.
But there is no rep. It's the computer will do it for you.
The computer will.
So
do it for you.
there has to be some
If
sort
we're
of
ta-
human error, man.
Well, I'm talking on the basis of Just Dance 2022. There's already a 2023 version. Again, do not ask me how I know this.
I won't.
I'm not. To me, it's.
I'm not judging anyway.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
so
just to me like the
the mechanics may have changed
Yeah, dude.
in 2023. That's what I can tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know,
and
man.
there's a different app
Yeah, yeah.
for it as well. So there's a 2022 app and there's a 2023 app.
So okay, so this is I'm gonna try and like
yeah, get your hand around it.
yeah, because when it comes to reffing, we take this very seriously. So in powerlifting,
Yeah.
okay, in powerlifting, there is the discipline has 3 movements: squat, bench, deadlift. All right.
Come on.
Okay. So squat, you have to. I'm geeking out a bit on my own.
Go ahead, go
ahead.
Okay.
go
So
ahead.
Oh, yeah.
when you
Because we want to see this from a professional point of view and an esports point of view. So we're comparing.
this is no, I'm saying this is how important reffing is. Because when
Exactly.
it comes to esports,
Exactly. It's a sport and it needs a referee. to
100%.
actually-
Yeah.
and actually
So
give points.
so for us, you have to think about it like there's a box, right? The
Yeah.
athlete's in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a ref in the center. There's a ref on the side, and there's a ref right here. Okay. The ref is looking for a certain thing you can't do. So, for example, a squat, you have to hit a certain depth. If you don't hit that depth, you get no point. Okay, or you get no rep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, each ref has a flag.
Right.
White represents good, red is bad. Okay, I'm gonna simplify this.
Yeah.
Now, just to make sure that the refs are doing their jobs, there's a jury. The jury is doing the jury is doing what is looking at the refs.
So if the refs don't get the right point,
Exactly.
they have to go to the jury.
The jury has to reassess, and the jury has a camera looking at each movement.
Like a
specifically.
VAR. So for football, you have VAR, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
My man.
Yeah.
There you go.
My man. There you
I
go.
can't believe we use football as a reference in this.
Good point.
podcast.
It's kind of in a weird in a sense, yes.
Can
so
I have a knife? I just want to kill myself. I can't believe we used football as a reference here.
Why?
no, but like
Yeah.
but they're so like they have to be so accurate because dude, again, same thing.
The same thing in Kendo as well.
Yeah.
You need 3 referees in one match. If the referees cannot get the points scored right, there's a debate on the score in terms of posture, the strike range, everything like that. You know, if it's not, if there's a debate about it, they either talk to the head referee, or if possibly a jury. Although concerning the fact they're still in the qualifiers, it's just take it as it is.
Take it as it is.
When it comes to the finals, that's where they they debate.
Again, for me, it's more or less like, okay, if it's esports and it's all like, not computer games, but it's more like electronics and VR and all that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a headache
There's
how to account for
there's
human
another
error.
possible esport, like racing.
You
Like
mean
Mario
the car
Kart.
games? The
Mario
car
Kart?
games.
Not Mario Kart.
The one with the wheel.
The actual simulation
Rallies.
Yeah, the actual
Yeah.
simulation
Rally?
games.
Gran Turismo.
I mean, think of it this way.
Yeah.
I mean, Formula One, NASCAR, Dakar Rally, all those.
Okay.
You can actually do with a simulation, with a simulation car.
You can. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So is that another game you'd propose for the Olympic community? Let's say let's say we had to propose
Games, yeah.
games. Okay, now we know what the Olympic committee
I'm
is
just
doing.
I'm serious. Can you list us the games that are in
List the games?
Yeah. I just want so we can get a proper idea.
No, because we have now I got an idea. I mean,
Yeah.
we have archery. Everything is VR.
Yeah.
So we have archery.
Yeah.
We have sailing, which I don't understand
I'm not sure
how.
about Just Dance though. Still not.
The Just Dance one's a bit like it's I get it. It's kind of like
I mean, how it's done today.
What's that?
is,
do you agree with all this? Do you agree with the Olympics and our stream guy is like, I'm not on board.
tech guy doesn't-
That guy is not on board whatsoever. No, but it's what's that like? That flowery dance?
what's it called?
Completely forgot. Not ballet.
Artistic gymnastics.
Artistic gymnastics. Yeah, gymnastics with the.
It's
If someone knows what it is, type it
The
up.
one
'cause
with the
the
big
long-
rod.
Yo.
with the big
Yo.
long feather.
So I'm not gonna name all of the games, but apparently there's at the bottom. If you scroll down further, so
Yeah.
they say virtual sports. So they got archery on
Yes.
Tic Tac Bow. We got baseball, WBCE Baseball Power Pros.
Okay.
We got chess on chess.com.
You gotta be one lazy person to play chess in
You
VR.
can just do on chess.com.
Wait, why would you even need?
Why would you need
Anyway.
VR? Okay, go on.
Cycling, Reimagine on Zwift.
I get cycling. I get cycling.
Yeah,
I get
it's
it.
fine.
It's there's some endurance in there.
Dance.
That's what I'm
is-
saying. That's why I get dance because
yeah.
there's some sort of level of endurance.
Oh, there's even what I call calorie burning.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I get it to a degree.
No, I mean there's actually a calorie burning mode.
Oh wow! So if you wanna shred some pounds,
Wow. You
just
really
dance.
know your stuff on Just Dance,
Just
man.
shut up and keep going on the
Dance
list.
is Just
Go on the
Dance.
list.
Motorsport. They've got Gran Turismo.
Oh, there it is.
They have.
But is it VR?
I'm not
What's
sure.
it like?
says virtual
Without a doubt, it's
sports.
gonna be simulation. You know those simulation cars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, dude, you're gonna like this. Sailing, virtual regatta. Shooting is Fortnite.
Really?
What?
Nice. I'm gonna join.
You're gonna
Let's
rep
go.
Qatar.
Oh god.
I'm gonna join. I'm gonna win.
What is that? What can you elaborate more
How
on
can
the?
shoot-
On
No,
the
it says
How
shooting. Shooting. Target the Olympic sports. So they show a bullseye. And then it says esports trophy featuring Fortnite.
Nice.
Taekwondo,
That's good.
virtual taekwondo, tennis clash.
How's Taekwondo, and I'm a martial artist, so I'd like to.
I have no idea, man. But they do mention some of the games, like for example, Rocket League. You mentioned.
Yeah.
Street Fighter is there.
Oh, okay.
NBA
That
2K3
makes
is
sense.
there.
What's
NBA
that?
2K.
Yeah. Okay.
So Street Fighter.
Okay.
Street Fighter. So one of the traditional esports games is there.
Okay.
Okay. NBA.
NBA 2K23.
23. Okay, so the latest one.
And
Wait,
yeah.
which Street Fighter? 6 or 5?
I'm not sure.
I think it's like the latest
Must be.
one.
It has
yeah.
to be 6 without a doubt.
Here.
But but it's still a new game.
Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah, they just.
NBA 2K23.
Nice, dude.
Okay. Rocket
Well,
League.
to be honest, from a technical point of view, Street Fighter 6 could be a little bit glitchy. So,
Yeah?
Because it's still new.
Again,
It's a new game.
this is why I'm saying like like VR, like not VR, but like just esports in general in such a high caliber event like the Olympics might be a big risk because of the amount of glitches and human error and reffing issues. So that's my take, and that's how I'm like, okay, I'm not saying I'm not on board. It's like that's where I'm like, okay, this might not be interesting to watch.
So I've been in the Tokyo Game Show. I've seen it's a convention like E3 and stuff. All right, so in there, I've attended some of the esports tournaments.
Okay,
All right, for Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
cool.
Now, in that one, they have, the arcade controllers.
Yeah, OG. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So some of those guys
Button mashing.
they actually custom make them.
What?
And
Yeah,
they-
there are custom
Oh,
ones.
they
like
show off their
all, yeah.
controllers.
And they bring them.
Nice.
And they bring them to the actual tournament.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I think we have them
cool.
here in Store 974, right? We
Do
have,
we
like,
have
customs.
the custom
No, I think they're built into the actual.
custom
System.
OG controllers,
Yeah, they have it there.
You
The
know,
one with the
it's right there.
joystick.
the joystick.
they
Yeah,
have it.
Stream
Oh,
guy
yeah,
says
they
we
got
do.
it too here. So
Come get it at 974. I mean, I'm not trying to do an ad here, but come get your
hey, do it, man. Whatever gets us more
come
views and stuff,
come
you
get
know?
your OG
Controller.
controllers at 974.
Exactly.
Stream dudes on it.
So yeah.
Yeah,
But I think you're
That's what I'm saying. You know, if players are allowed to get their own equipment,
ooh. You think that'd be
I don't
that
think
give them
so.
the edge?
Dude,
that gives them an edge in terms of comfort.
Dude,
Okay,
I
yeah.
There is no terms of there's no adjustment like I say there's maybe a wrist adjustment or like comfort to wrists or something like that. You know, every player has his own.
they will not do that. So they will have their
So,
own. They will
standard.
produce their own gear because they need to test it for QC. So
Okay.
there's lots of latency issues, right? If you're using
Yeah.
devices like this, for example, the phone when you Just Dance. So each phone will have its own gyro functionality, right? So you have to standardize it. So no.
So that's why okay, now we're forget the Olympics right now, but like now we're talking about like general
Exactly.
esports.
All right, so
Okay,
let's
most games are on a PC,
yeah,
all right, and most games
or on console.
are no, but most e games
or PC.
competition
based,
or PC,
yes.
right? PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can understand this from a powerlifting perspective. So when we train, okay, we're so used to certain barbells,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
because the
Oh.
the knurling,
Okay.
okay, is either too rough or too smooth.
True.
So in competition barbells, the knurling, which is the rough part of the barbell, is seriously rough.
Okay.
You know, it's like checking if there's sound. Yeah,
Oh, we're good.
we're good. So to check if the knurling is really rough, because when we do any sort of movement, when you do like a deadlift, you need to make sure your hands are hooked on.
Yes.
Okay. So there's 3 types of barbells powerlifters use. There's the normal training barbell, sort of mid to soft knurling. There's training barbells, super rough, and there's competition. Okay, competition. So the
Alright.
bar is stiffer. It's to competition standard. So, and on top of that, we have calibrated plates, steel plates. So they're 25 kgs, but they're really thin. And you know, instead of being the big old chunky plates, which you see in normal gyms, we use calibrated plates because we want to get used to.
All kinds of
No,
weight.
no, we want to get used to competing on stage
Yeah.
with the same equipment.
Yeah.
Now, do you think in e-games it's the same thing? Like they're not used to like a certain keyboard? Because I know out there the community, they have custom keyboards, they have the crazy mouses. Do you think when it comes to like esports, like nope, this is the standard? Is there like a standard keyboard for gaming? Is there like a
That's actually a good question, and
You
you've
know?
got a point there because there are some people.
they're so used to their mouse?
So many gamers, PC gamers in particular, all right, that have their own customized equipment. All right, it's not just.
Or are they allowed to bring it? Like you know what I mean? Like
You never know, but I do know one thing. When I saw it on the Tokyo Game Show, they actually were able to bring it,
to bring their own.
and they were able to connect it to a PlayStation.
Okay.
So either PC or console, you're good.
Okay.
But that wasn't that standard.
Okay.
All right. I mean, it was because it was during a local tournament in Japan.
Okay.
All right. So
Because
I
I have a buddy of mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's also a powerlifter, but he's a big gamer, big on Excel, and he has this like crazy. You know what he told me? He has like this crazy mouse. He's like, I can do everything on the mouse. I'm like, okay, cool. He's big. He's like, I can basically do everything just by the mouse. He has everything attached.
Oh, like keys. It has keys. I think he's.
There's like
somewhat the mo-
keys and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But you know what I mean? Like, do you think it's fair, or do you think it's better, like on a world stage, to have like that? I wouldn't say standard keyboards, but let's say a standard issue gaming keyboard, standard issue mouse, standard issue screen, and it's 5 versus 5, same.
I mean
I think to me that's
most of that is based on a comfort level.
Yeah.
Maybe. So the question we're asking ourselves here: will the Olympic Committee allow that?
Oh no! I think when it comes to the Olympic Committee, it's like because the same thing, man. Because if they do the same thing with weightlifting, so weightlifting is part of the Olympic Committee.
Yes.
Okay. Weightlifting, it's the same concept as powerlifting. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a certain bar they have to use. There's a certain place they have to use. It's the same thing when it comes to weightlifting. You know the clean and jerk.
So
snatch.
the one to use for training is the
Yeah.
one that you bring to the tournament with you.
I don't bring anything. It's set there.
Oh, it's set there.
But
Okay.
in the gym I use, shout out Power Movement. You know, and Barbell Club. We host all these powerlifting meets and weightlifting
Nice.
meets. Y'all need to come. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like I geek out on this
Yes.
stuff. But what's awesome that in the gym we have the steel plates. We have the calibrated plates. We have competition barbells. So getting ready for a competition,
Yeah.
what do? We start practicing
Yes.
with that barbell. So we get used to the same
What they have,
feel,
yeah,
the
what they
same
have,
exactly, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like
He's got a point because even in saber dueling, all right, we are allowed to have certain lightsabers, all right, that can and cannot be used. All right, anything with claws or anything like that, like that could cause injury or damage.
there's certain
to another
standard
duelist.
with saber dueling.
Exactly. All right. So sometimes you can have a flat edge with a hilt. All right, completely flat, smooth and stuff like that. Or you can have one with a guard, like how they do with the katana.
Okay.
Katana has a round guard. Okay. So there's no that's acceptable as long as like it's got a certain diameter.
All right.
So there are rules and regulations when it comes to like competing or practicing, or even or if someone's collecting.
Okay.
You know, if someone's collecting, do whatever you want. You know, because you're showing off. Whatever. But in terms of like holding it as an actual weapon during combat or competitions, it will damage your grip.
For real.
For real.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Last week, our friend Leo.
You gotta talk to you about this saber dueling, man, because you started this, right?
Oh,
You did the. I got a friend, man. We share like a lot of Star Wars memes back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Like she's a geek, I'm a geek. We just shared, and then she shared. It's like, oh my god, you see this? I'm like, yeah, I know the dude. It's like, oh my god, it's crazy.
See, I'm the dude.
Don't you?
I'm the dude.
You're
the dude. Yeah.
I'm the dude.
You're the senpai.
The dude abides. Dude.
Technically, I'm
Hell
the
yeah.
sensei. And that
Sensei.
But-
One. On that one, I'm the sensei, and Kendo, I'm a senpai.
So talk me through like your how why you got started and what was the motivation behind it?
Well, I've always been a Star Wars fan, for sure.
Alright, okay.
All right, so and I keep seeing, like in the past couple of days and weeks, that there's this people who are actually dueling with lightsabers. All right, and
As an actual sport.
as an actual sport.
Love it.
It's actually recognized in France as an actual sport.
Okay.
There's over 50 or 60 clubs in the USA only.
that recognize saber dueling.
that recognize saber dueling.
Nice.
Right?
The-
In the UK, there's a couple of clubs as well. There's a Saber League and Saber Legion. They're two different charters,
Okay.
right? But they mostly follow the same rules. And you can use whatever style you want. You can use kendo.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yes.
So was not necessarily the style.
Yes.
Rules. Is it kendo rules? Is it Damn it, dude. I love my game. What's the
Fencing.
fencing? Is it fencing?
Fencing,
Is it
oh,
fencing
yeah.
rules?
Here's the fun part.
It's a free for all.
Free for all.
No.
Oh yeah.
This.
So,
Yeah, it's like the
cool.
MMA
You ever-
of
It's MMA of Star Wars.
MMA
You ever heard of
Star
Hema?
Wars.
No.
Historically,
Wait, is it the one where they swear armor plates and just bash each other in the face?
yes.
'Cause I've seen that. I've seen like people who dress up in full metal armor and just go to town, dude. I mean, these guys just straight up
So,
punch.
It's
Yeah.
called historical European martial arts.
medieval,
Yeah.
Medieval arts?
medieval something.
Hema?
But yeah, Hema.
There has to be medieval there
Yeah,
somewhere.
because it teaches you how to use the great sword.
Okay.
All right. Great sword.
There's no way that sword is sharp, right? It has to be some sort of like it's
It's blunt.
blunt, but it's gonna hurt.
Oh, it's gotta hurt
So
for
you
sure.
So, what I noticed about saber dueling, whether it's in Europe or in the U.S.,
Yeah.
it accepts all kinds of forms in terms of like combats. They accept kendo,
Okay.
and you can use kendo against fencing or against Hema.
Okay.
Right? They accept fencing, and as I said, Hema. Yeah, everybody.
So okay.
As long as it's like a proper combat used martial art.
Okay. Here's my other question.
Yes.
Guy comes in.
Yeah.
He has his. First of all, question before that.
Yeah.
There needs to be a designated saber for it. You can't just buy any Hasbro lightsaber.
Yes. It needs to be a specific lightsaber from either Saber Forge, Saber Factory, or a certain other.
Which are made for
They
saber
are made
dueling.
for dueling specifically.
Okay.
There's a difference between collector sabers and
That's what I have at
and
home.
dueling
The
sabers.
one that goes. boom, boom, pss.
Oh yeah, it works with motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Here's the question: Does the light come from the hilt or from the blade itself?
I don't know. Good
If
question.
it comes from the blade, then it's a collector saber. The saber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You
that
see,
makes sense.
if it's used in combat, the lights of it's called neopixel. All right.
So the light's just purely sharp. That's the whole point of the laser.
It is, but
Yeah.
if you use it for dueling, it will damage the lights.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So if you got a blade with the electronics
Uh-huh.
in the blade itself, and use it for hard combat, it will damage it.
Okay, so we
So that's a waste of money.
So we established that you need a
Something called the baselet. By baselet, I mean that the lights come out and the motion and everything comes from the hilt itself.
But we established that you need to have like a designated saber for saber dueling.
Yes.
You can't just buy a Hasbro.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't. It
Okay.
needs to be like with a metal hilt,
Okay.
proper metal hilt.
All right, okay.
All right, so it can withstand the impact. All right, and it needs to have a very thick carbon polymer blade. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like- yeah.
So okay, question 2.
Yes.
Guy walks in. He has his
Lightsaber.
lightsaber
Yes.
made for saber dueling.
Yes.
He doesn't know anything about anything. What's his first?
He can choose his own path. He can choose whether to. Seriously.
Dark side or the light side.
First of all, nice. But not my point.
But not really. Okay.
But not my
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
I'm the Suryu, by the way.
Dark side, dude. Come on.
yeah. Dark side, of course.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Of course.
Yes, come
yeah.
to the dark side. We have cookies.
See? No, but like let's say he doesn't know.
So
you
like I
guys,
said-
do you guys
like I said-
practice? You guys certain have like.
Oh yeah, like I said, he can choose his own form of practice. He can go with single-handed, which is fencing, basically, or he could go with two-handed, which is kendo.
Kendo, okay.
If he wants to go single-handed, our buddy Leo, he can actually teach him single-handed combat.
Nice, okay.
He's good in fencing and Filipino martial arts and Kali.
What's the
and-
Filipino martial arts? It's really badass. It's like really, really cool.
Which one? The one with the sticks?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Kali,
yeah, yeah.
Kali, right?
Hmm?
Kali.
Cali?
It's called Kali, isn't it?
Cali? Yeah, Cali. Or
Oh, yeah, sure.
correct me if I'm wrong. Why aren't you from the?
No, hold on.
I'm from the Philippines.
Exactly,
Don't-
and yet you don't know the name.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I get mind blocked when I'm doing this sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Aziz is with next to you, so that way he's sharing his stupid with him. But yeah, it's called Kali.
It is right.
Yes, it is called Kali. Kali.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And there's more. There's a couple of forms there. You can either use fencing,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
you can use kendo. All right, that's what we can teach.
You can just teach that.
I can teach kendo.
Okay.
The kendo side of it. You know, that's because that's my foundation.
Yeah, of course.
Leo can teach a little bit of HEMA,
Okay.
and of course fencing, because that's his foundation.
And then when it comes to scoring the points, it's standard. And then
We-
here, you
Yeah,
know.
we actually established the rules. We based them on the Saber Legion rules.
Oh, so it's based off of actual like legions and like
Yeah,
there's
the actual Saber Legion rules.
He's looking for a commentator. You're looking for a commentator, right?
I mean,
Dude, you got your Joe Rogan right here. Joe
I
Rogan does
already-
MMA.
I would do a lot of what's it called, commentating for the Barbell Club.
Oh, you're doing it.
I call it the voice in your head.
okay.
Because my specialty is lie in powerlifting, so I can kind of like, you know, tell you, oh, that was a good lift, that was a bad lift. I also do a lot of commentating on weightlifting,
So,
but I'm still working my way into that because that's a different.
let's say if I asked you,
Yeah.
we may be doing a tournament,
Yeah.
like a local small tournament here in Qatar.
All right.
All right. And we definitely need someone to like commentate, like a
Alright.
sports commentator.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who's a geek and knows sports.
And Star Wars.
And Star Wars.
All right.
Would you be interested?
That'd be fun. Yeah, I'd give it a shot.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
give it a
yeah.
shot, dude. Yeah, why not?
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
If you guys are doing a competition,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'd love to come and watch, but dude, commentate, that's like, you know, double
Well,
whammy.
Oh,
So,
yeah, there it is. You got both sports and geekiness
Yeah.
at the same time. You know.
so you guys are planning a. This is
I mean,
you're dropping a big announcement. You
not yet.
not yet. Okay.
We're still looking for members.
All right. Okay.
All right, we need more members. If we get 16 members and we get them all in armor, all right, that's it.
Armor, I'm guessing like any padding will do, right? Like so taekwondo
Well,
padding.
There's a
We're-
specific one, right?
We tried. Well, yeah, we tried with foam, hard foam, the ones that are used for taekwondo and karate.
Okay.
All right,
I was gonna say, just start there with the what's called the helmet.
Oh, yeah, but it does not protect. Let's say if someone had a ricochet attack or something like that.
Oh.
Or, yeah, their eyes would not be protected.
Because there are saber dueling competitions. I've seen those.
The
And they're crazy.
Now the saber dueling competitions, how do they do it? They do it with a fencing helmet, hockey chest guard.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, with shoulder, complete with shoulder.
Okay.
And not the one with the soft foam, the one with the hard padding.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right. Some of them use thigh guards.
I'm assuming the like hits below the knee don't count, right?
Yeah, they don't
Actually-
count.
actually-
Below the hip.
Well, we decided not to go for that. They do offer that as a score.
Okay.
But we decided not to go for anything below the belt.
Below the belt. Okay, that's a good
So
start.
they got thigh guards and shin guards.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's also elbows and of course gloves to protect against.
Yeah.
You have to keep your entire arm because the forearm
So-
is a target point. Head, of course, fencing helmet.
Yeah. So talk me through the points. I'm just curious. Like, okay, so
All right. So
I'm assuming the biggest point you can get is a knock to the head. That's like the
definitely, it's
Yeah.
literally the same pointing system as kendo. All right.
wow. Okay,
All right. Because some of the founders in Saber Legion are kendo practitioners.
I'm not surprised. That's really cool because they were like, you know what? They're probably like, just like you geeks, and they want to like,
yeah. Believe
I
me,
want to
one-
play with
the
lightsaber and
biggest-
make. That's just
the
cool,
biggest
man.
the biggest fans
That's
of
cool.
like let's say kendo like in recent days I'd say the biggest geeks of like geekness
Yeah.
are anime fans and Star Wars fans who join kendo.
Never get into anime. But okay, yeah.
But
Yeah, Star Wars anime. Yeah.
the big question though,
Yes.
can you use the Force?
Yeah, of course.
Can you use the?
There are only a select few of the Force sensitives, including me.
I could
including
tell.
me.
I could tell.
The Force
I could
chose
tell
me.
Kent right there, just waiting to ask that question.
Oh,
Just inside, just he's like, I'm waiting for.
I
I'm
was
just waiting.
waiting.
For
I
the
was
opening.
waiting for the moment.
Just waiting for the
Yeah, there
opening.
you go, there
I can
you
see
go.
him. Can you use the Force?
Dude, I can use the Force and I
Really,
can use.
Kratos?
Just say. I can see it. I can just see him like giggling in the back. I'm like,
Clint, I'm the only one that can use the Force. I can even use Force Lightning, but I'm on the light side, not the dark side. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Your nickname is the Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Go back to Lord of the Rings.
hey, don't diss Lord of the Rings, man.
I don't diss it. He's dissing it by
How
calling
dare
himself
you.
the Hobbit.
It's not bad.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
I
if you want to be a
doubt he knows
hobbit.
anything about the Lord of the Rings.
You know anything? You don't follow. You don't.
No, I watched Lord of
you
the
won't
Rings.
watch Lord of the
Him.
No, he's
Oh,
talking
him?
about me.
Oh,
yeah.
you never.
No, I've watched the movies. I've watched
Okay.
all of them.
Hey man, it's cool.
Yeah.
I like.
Alright, fine.
But-
Honestly, I liked the Hobbit movies more than the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you
movies.
lost me. You
Oh,
lost
yeah,
me.
you lost me.
You lost me.
Come
You
on.
lost me.
There you
Dude,
go.
You lost me completely.
Come on, really?
Really saying.
If
I
it wasn't
know.
for Lord of the Rings, there would not be
There
the
would be no
Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Thank you very much. But back. So okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna take this back to the original subject.
All right. The scoring point system is this.
Okay, so let's talk me through the scoring system first.
All
Okay.
right. So, on the head, center of the head,
Yeah.
or on the sides,
Okay.
counts as long as it's a valid strike. All right. Like a slash. Tack, tack, tack. All right. Arms, forearms, not wrists.
Oh, okay. Literally from here. Literally the forearm.
From here.
Yeah. Hands don't count, obviously.
Hands don't count
Yeah.
because if you get
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You can the hand. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and,
makes sense.
and you have to. It has to be a valid strike, no slight touch.
Oh, it has to be like a proper like.
Yeah, but not to a point where you want to kill the man.
No.
Of course,
But you want to make sure
you actually got it.
the ref needs to see it.
Yeah, the ref needs to see it
Yeah.
because there's actually 2 to 3 refs.
Ooh, kendo. This is again. It's taking
Sure.
kendo
Yes,
rules.
they're taking the kendo rules into proper.
Isn't fencing in the Olympics?
Yeah, it's in the Olympics,
It's the
right?
Olympics, yes,
It's the Olympics.
that's correct.
I'm gonna. This is why I want to take this back. After you're done, I want to take it back to the original topic.
The main
Yeah.
topic. Oh
Yeah. No, which I don't mind because we're bouncing between topics, which I'm
That's
cool with.
fine. No, that's cool.
That's fine.
But so you're going on with the rules. So hands, head, forearms, and of course I'm guessing the body, right?
Well, in terms of the torso, it has to be here or here.
The
Oh,
sides.
The side, either sides or the stomach. Like it has to
Really?
be a valid, like you're cutting the person in half. Think Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah.
I mean, he came back with metal legs, but yeah, that sucks.
Does not count.
And
Okay.
the cool thing is you can actually wear
Yes.
actual Star Wars gear.
We actually-
Really?
Yeah, you could if
see,
you
some
wanted
of,
to.
Some
It's-
of these guys, they actually were able to paint customize their
Their own like sort of.
their helmets.
Yeah.
They made it sound like some of the guys from like the old Knights of the Old Republic or the Old Republic, or there was this one guy in France. You're gonna love this. He actually painted his helmet as the Witch King of Angmar. you know,
That's cool.
you know it.
That's good. Of course, dude. Come on.
Sorry? How do
I mean, it doesn't.
okay.
It doesn't make sense.
Part
Two
3.
different
Part
worlds.
three, okay.
Return of the King.
Okay.
The Nazgul with the unique armor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
man.
Mashup.
Huh?
Is it
You know
match?
that one.
Yeah. Yes,
Right.
I know.
Yeah. So he painted his just with paint, and it looks like 3D paint.
Oh.
You know.
My only comment is two different worlds. Star Wars.
Yeah,
Lord of the
yeah,
Rings.
they're doing
But
a
But it's still cool.
Believe it or not, there are actually people who actually dress up as Power Rangers.
In
Star Wars.
Why would they do that though? It ruins the
It's
fantasy.
it's
Crossover event.
It's a crossover. Yeah, you know what? I agree. It's a fun event.
It's free for all.
it's a free-for-all. I love it.
If
I love it.
had the choice, I'd go with like a Sengoku Vader. You know, like a. Oh yeah.
Oh, that makes sense though.
Yeah. There's
That
No,
makes
no, he's kind of taking the like sort of samurai
Yeah,
culture.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not. There's
Well, the
this,
whole-
there's this artist called Seven Art
Okay.
who actually drew Darth Vader and a samurai motif.
Oh, okay.
All the other Star Wars characters, Spider-Man, Marvel
making it
characters, DC characters.
In
all-
samurai inspired sort of motif. That's cool. I vibe with that.
Oh yeah.
So, bringing it back.
Yeah.
There are.
You
You can
Yeah.
you can hit the knees, but for now we decided not to go with
Not
that.
yeah.
Hitting below the belt can be very dangerous. You never know when you hit the vital areas. You know?
I mean, you got. I mean, as long as they're protected, I guess.
Yeah,
it's fine.
should be
exactly.
okay.
That's
So-
why I want everyone to
Uh-huh.
get like the proper gear. Even when what we got so far, like foam,
Oh,
would work, but in long terms, not really.
I mean, yeah. Like I said, like how and when I compete, it's you gotta, because we have the same thing man, when we compete. So it's not more or less for protection. Well, it is,
Yeah.
but it's like a standard.
You gotta
have
wear
to
a
have.
brace, right?
You have to wear a belt.
Yeah.
So there is no rule that says you don't have to. Actually, don't quote me. Not sure.
Okay.
But-
okay.
Everyone wears a belt.
Of course.
You know, everyone.
Even
know?
even movers wear belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
so
because
I-
you're heavy lifting. You know.
You know, for certain powerlifting standards. So there's classic raw, and there's certain what's it called. But for example, classic powerlifting, classic raw,
Yeah.
knee sleeve.
Yeah.
You know, wraps,
Wraps.
you know, for bench, belt, and of course you have to have some sort of sole in your. And the most important one is a singlet. You gotta wear the onesie. But the onesie isn't for protection. It's so they can see if you're like hit, if when you're squatting, you hit.
The form.
The form, exactly.
Posture
Yeah.
counts.
I want to see the form.
110%. Oh my god! Did you know how many times people get like outed for not reaching full depth? For like, for example, y'all know it's a deadlift, right?
Yeah.
You know it's a deadlift.
Yeah.
So when you deadlift, the bar has to maintain one certain path. It cannot hinge. It cannot. What's it called? So if they see a slight hinge,
You're out.
it's a no rep.
DQ.
DQ, not DQ, just no rep.
Oh,
You have
okay.
three. And you have three opportunities. You have your opening lift, your second attempt, and you have your third attempt. So imagine
Lifting it again.
imagine lifting it for the first time, okay, and you do something wrong, and it was supposed to be your opening lift. It was the lightest lift, you know, and wrong. That's the demotivator.
Of course.
That's the worst for me.
Yeah.
You know, I remember once I was hitting a deadlift, and I messed up, and I hinged the bar, and that was my opening lift, and I got outed, and I went back demotivated, because the opening lift is the thing that submits that you're on the scoreboard.
Yes.
You know, like cool opening lift. Let's now calculate with the coach which I go for the second lift.
Yeah.
You know, so the singlet lets you see exactly how the bar moves. More importantly, if you're benching, your buttocks needs to stay on the bench. So if you see 1 centimeter off, no rep.
Huh.
And we're talking about
That's strict.
Yeah, very. Dude, I'm telling you, man.
No, I get it.
You know, so I'm guessing the same rules apply in kendo.
Oh yeah, if your form is not right, right? Like think of it this way: this is a strike.
Huh.
There's no spirit in it. If there's no spirit, then
Really?
Oh yeah, no count.
Whoa.
If it's a lazy strike, and it's like,
Really?
Wow. That's
Really?
that's more strict than us.
Yeah.
oh yeah, these guys.
That is way more.
Think of it this way: if you scored a point, a valid point, and after the match you did like this,
Okay.
a winning pose,
Oh.
DQ.
Really?
DQ.
Are you really?
Yeah.
They value.
You have to be humble.
They value ethics and etiquette and
Wow.
everything.
We had a wasn't disqualification. It was more or less is her last attempt didn't count.
Yeah.
Above all, she did a great job. She was a powerlifter coming from Bahrain.
Yeah.
I think the 75 category, it's a very light category, and she hit a big deadlift. Her final lift. This is her third attempt. Okay, gets overexcited, and in powerlifting we use something called ammonia. Okay, which is basically like it's
Salt?
It's smelling salt.
Okay.
Have you ever tried smelling salt?
No.
Man,
It wakes you up.
if
actually,
I ever come back to this palm, bring it.
I need that every morning.
Just you
When I
don't.
wake up, just
You
going to
don't.
work.
It shocks your central nervous system, and you just jolt up.
Oof.
So
it explains why they bring smelling salts like for people who are unconscious.
yeah, exactly. You get the smelling salt because it wakes them up. But if you imagine you're already awake and you smell it, it just. So she hits the lift. She gets 3 white flags. Overexcited, tosses the smelling salt
slams.
out of pure excitement. And that if it's little rocks inside. If it hits the skin, it'll burn.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah, dude, yeah.
When did she toss it? That's
Right after she done the lift, she
Yeah.
was out of celebration.
yeah.
She got overexcited and just tossed the smelling salt. And
She had the smelling salts on her.
so she had it. So what she does is she had it just before she was at the lift. She
Yeah.
hit it, dropped it, and went for the lift. She got the drop command. She got the 3 white flags. Got overexcited and just went like that, just out of pure excitement.
True.
And that cost her the lift. So that I completely understand that etiquette.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm all for celebration. I'm all for getting super. Trust me, if there's anyone that gets overexcited about a lift, it's me. But you gotta know how to like humble yourself, how to like really like project it in the right
Because
way.
Here's the thing: discipline doesn't just mean you have to master the technique or master the ability to do what is a sportsman does.
Yeah,
you
man.
have to have the proper mindset. If you don't, then look what happened.
So do you think this will apply in esports then? Because normally
Now we're back on topic.
Yeah.
So now you got a point here. So
Because esport is all about trash talking.
yes, it's like
No, it's all about trash.
All right, has there now?
I think it's fine. I think
Alright,
when
so
it comes to esports,
so
that's fine.
let's
You think
use,
so?
Let's use fencing as an example. Most of these guys, when they score a point, what happens? They scream out, they shout out loud, and they throw their helmet into the ground.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
fine.
That's fine.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's fine. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
I guess if you don't damage the computer.
yeah.
If you don't rage quit, if you,
You
lose.
There's a
Throw the keyboard on the
there's
monitor.
a kendo meme. There's a kendo meme when you compare fencing
Oh,
to kendo.
okay.
All right, because it's in the Olympics and kendo is not. All right, so so when one person scores, it's like this. This is fencing. Kendo's like this. He's back into position. Second point, it's like takes off the helmet and it's like yeah. Kendo goes back, stays into position. You know. Third point, it's like
Takes off his armor and slams,
I don't know. They do
smashes it on the face of
I
his
don't know.
enemy.
Do they do
Way,
that?
gets way overly excited, starts screaming out loud.
Exactly.
Kendo is back to in.
Same
form.
position.
Yes.
Man, that's strict, man. It's
Completely-
you can't even
Yeah,
celebrate.
The referee will literally take you out.
Are you gonna apply that rule in saber dueling?
We already have yes.
What?
Yeah, you
Come
can-
on, man.
It's a waste of what? Imagine if somebody actually throws their armor into the ground.
No, I mean, so you can say that like don't toss
I
equipment.
mean, you can like
You know.
Yeah, definitely. Don't toss your armor to the ground.
Yeah,
shake
but you can-
hands.
but you can
shake
celebrate.
Hands,
You can,
shake
like-
hands with your opponent. You know, give them a hug or something like that. Because they do that. They do that in Saber Legion, Saber League, and Saber Legion.
But I'm saying you can't celebrate. I'm not saying toss stuff around and get overexcited. Because even like for example,
mean-
if they really do that in fencing, like toss javelin, I'd be like, dude, disqualify.
Okay.
Because that's just doesn't, you know.
I mean, maybe, but as long as they show like sort of proper sportsmanship,
Some
and,
good sports
conduct, you know.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you don't see a lot of that. Like you'll see a lot of that in the UFC, a lot of fighting, combat sport. You see a lot of like respect,
Oh yeah, definitely.
especially the jiu-jitsu community. Man, they it's all love. You know, I did jiu-jitsu for a while, and man, they just if you get yourself in a position and you lock him or he locks you, and he's like, man, that was a good roll, man, good job. It's just pure love.
Okay.
But then
that's how what I want to apply.
yeah. So apply that, but then you know, like you'll never see someone get the choke. Go, fuck, yes, I did it.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
don't stop him from celebrating.
you know,
Okay, but quietly, not
quietly. Like he'll probably do it to himself. You know, like you know.
Yeah, definitely.
But I get like I totally get the no throwing things around, no get overexcited.
Exactly.
You know,
now,
contain it.
Now the thing is, so if we're gonna get back to this point, now rage quitting.
That's if you lose, and
You
you
lose,
decide
you lose, you know,
if
but
you
imagine
take it on
if
the
you actually-
computer,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
that's gonna cost you money from
Like-
your own pocket.
Do you think that it's gonna be qualifiers, then finals, or is it just straight in finals?
What do you mean?
I think it's
Like in,
fine.
like in terms of the esports.
So we're talking about general esports or back to the Olympics?
No,
Olympics has their own
like-
set of rules, so
Well, that's what I mean. Olympics is it gonna be finals?
probably yeah, of course.
Okay, so without a doubt, I mean, they're
The same thing applies. You know,
Yeah, you're ranked.
yeah. But then we haven't seen how these esport games go. We don't know.
But by the
know?
way, sorry, just I asked ChatGPT.
Of course
So,
you did.
I did. So you were asking earlier about like whether you can bring your own equipment to esports games.
Yeah,
They could actually.
they could.
Yeah. You just need to follow the standards. So it follows the standard. You can
Okay.
use your own equipment.
So-
which
So
you're used
you
to.
can't bring the
Yeah.
mouse that makes you feel comfortable. You can't bring the keyboard that makes you more comfortable again.
You know, I'm not on
Here's-
board. I'm not on board with that.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm not.
I mean, it does.
Hon-
It
honestly,
does
I'm sorry.
go ahead. I mean,
Because when it comes to
does.
esports, you know, I feel like it's like your skills. It's not that what's called. I don't know,
Yeah.
but that's very biased because in powerlifting, okay, there are certain like equipment that's sort of IPF approved.
Uh-huh.
You know, so I like to wear certain knee sleeves, okay, which are more stiffer than the more popular knee sleeve that's seen in powerlifting. The difference is the one I have, it's like you have a cast on. It's so rigid, it's so strong that I can feel like I can squat 300 kgs, for
Yeah.
example.
So I guess in that case,
You know?
just say it's IPF approved.
But it's IPF approved,
Yeah.
so I can wear it and compete. And I'm completely fine.
Now-
so I feel like a hypocrite saying no. I think
Yeah.
it's for esports. It shouldn't.
let's go back there, because
Yeah.
if you're saying, so there's a committee, there's a person, there's people that are actually approving these equipment, the keyboards, the mouse.
So if that's the case, then sure.
I think the objective is different. So in weightlifting, you're required to lift something this
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
So it can be standardized. The thing with for example Counter-Strike is, what's the objective? You just need to kill the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the objective. Now, what instrument you use would be dependent on you, because for example, each person would have different hand size, right?
Correct.
So you would need to have a mouse contoured to your hands that fits
Good
better
point.
on your
Okay.
hands.
Now, okay. You're bringing me to. You're making me.
Yeah,
agree, yeah,
I'm
okay,
convincing
okay.
you now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You know what?
So-
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
so-
fair enough.
So I think that's my point basically. You just need,
I always thought for esports, like there isn't that, like it needs to be like the level, the playing field is. So I'm guessing, okay, maybe not bring their own computer, their own mouse and keyboard.
yes, the
Yeah, that's
keyboards.
just
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
because
without a doubt, then I'm pretty sure the Olympic Committee or whoever is in charge, or the department is in charge of esports, are probably going to supply the players with a decent graphics card, computer case.
so this
monitor, and
is
everything.
this is what I kind of, my argument here is with.
I think that with like esport tournaments, like with the PCs,
Yeah.
they always bring the best ones, like the high
Oh,
ends.
without a doubt.
Right?
I mean, they
course.
do have the money to
So
make.
my friend who's the guy with the mouse that does it all, okay, was explaining to me how he prefers PC gaming instead of PS or console gaming.
Of course.
Which, I mean, someone with a bit of knowledge understands why. When you have a PC and you have
The
great game, graphics card, all
yeah.
that, the frame rate is better, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So you can aim better, shoot better, kill better, all that.
Somebody once told me that playing Resident Evil, I don't know which one was it, 7 or 8? 7. Yeah, they say playing on PC has a faster frame rate, so that means you can actually play faster.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to like playing like
Video games.
video games,
Yeah.
and I'm playing on my PS5, for example, all right, and it was me and my 4 other friends playing on PS5, and we're in a console pool. So it's us versus everyone who has that game. And we notice that we always get killed by PC players
Players,
players.
yes.
because they can see us.
Yeah.
By the time they're moving, if we're moving, they can see us much slower.
You know the sensitivity of the mouse, so you can set it into 10, for example. So a slight turn like this.
Yeah.
The person, your view actually
360.
360 turn.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See, I don't get that. I just point shoot.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the mouse is more accurate.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I guess what I'm saying is that when it comes to esports, okay, maybe they're allowed to bring their own mouse, their own keyboard, as long as it's up to par with certain standards.
Yes, yes.
But the PC all has to be the same.
Oh yeah, the specs will be the
The
same.
specs they all have
Yes,
they have to
yes.
work on their own specs. They just have to,
Yeah.
you know. I think that's
mean,
that, I
without-
think that's the general rule anyway.
without a doubt, that's actually a good point. Because think of it this way: you are in a competition that requires
You know.
a high graphics and specs PC.
Yeah.
All right, because at this point, let's just say everyone's going to be using a PC, whether you're using a controller or using a keyboard or using an old school.
I was gonna say, what if someone's so
those
used to using a controller? Like he's so used to using a
Then, well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You can bring your PS5 controller.
and connect. Yeah.
Yeah, because now the PS5 and the PS4 controllers can actually be installed into the PC.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
sweet.
true.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man. Yeah.
Hell, even to the iPad.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
Because like Bluetooth, yeah. It's
Yeah, actually, there's this thing called PlayStation Remote Play.
Okay.
You're able to connect your iPad via Wi-Fi to your PlayStation, and
I heard about that. Those, yeah, I saw that. You can play PS5 anywhere in the world as long as you're connected to your
To a
PS
Wi-Fi.
to your Wi-Fi and your PS account.
yeah.
It'll run super slow, but you can still play.
you can
Oh,
still
yeah.
play.
So it's
Yeah.
better to play like
So
a
technically-
story game, not not
yeah,
an online game.
yeah. So technically, you don't have to take your PS5 anywhere.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
But your PS5 has to be connected.
And
Obviously.
like think of it this way: you have to keep it in rest mode.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Don't turn it off. Keep it on.
See, yeah,
rest.
my buddy of mine was like trying to
Yeah.
convince. My cousin was like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah,
going
but
on
you can't
vacation."
play
He's
two.
like,
Yeah, but there's a downside. You can't play two players on it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
I have my
tried
PS5.
it.
I have my PS5 connected on Ethernet.
I tried
anyway.
it before. another thing. They're if you have heard of this thing called Project Q or Q Lite, makes no sense honestly. They're actually bringing back a PSP.
Oh no way.
Oh yeah, but it is going to be only connected to your PlayStation.
Oh.
Oh, so it's
So that'll be like your mobile.
Yeah, think
PS5?
Of this, think of this one. Instead of using your iPad or phone
Uh-huh.
or tablet,
it's just remote play then.
It's just remote play. Makes no sense, right? I mean, you can't download the games. You can't enjoy
It doesn't
them.
make sense.
On the go. I mean, imagine if you're on a plane.
But
It's
is
not
this,
gonna, yeah, I mean it's pointless
You
without
can
a
still
Wi-Fi.
remote play. You can still
but
remote
is
play.
this
I don't know.
handheld device like strong or powerful? Or?
Regardless if it's strong or powerful,
It's remote play.
It's just remote play.
You
There's literally no memory in it.
You can use your phone to do remote play. You don't need that device. But
But yeah,
so
you can even there's something called the backbone.
Yeah, the backbone. Yeah.
sorry.
It's just instead of actually making an entire device that you can download the games for you, so what Sony did was just make an entire device with a backbone in it.
that,
you know?
that doesn't make sense.
They just wanna. I think they just wanna make more money.
Cash in.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's into cloud gaming, but because of the fact it works better for them, it's okay. For us, it doesn't work better, you know.
But
Cloud gaming is not exactly big in Qatar. You know, they tried it before with the PlayStation Now,
Okay.
yeah, back in the day, and then they scrapped it.
did
and-
they?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
able
think
to
they
play?
got rid of it, right?
some people were able to play.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
but they changed their DNS. DNS
Oh,
settings.
does
an
you have
IP
to configure
address.
DNS? And
Oh yeah, it
everything.
has to be manual. If you do it like to a way where you can like be configured in the US.
Okay.
I mean, your internet speed's okay, but your DNS has to be in US or
Ah.
something. You know?
So,
You
sorry,
got, you
just,
got too technical. You lost me.
yeah, just circling back on the
Alright,
esports thing. Sorry.
Yeah, because I think we're getting a little off track.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's fine.
All right.
But I'm not sure though. Is like what console they're going to use. So, for example, for Rocket League,
I thought it was VR, dude. Oh, for
Rocket League, for example.
so you got
for,
Rocket
uh,
League
or Street Fighter. Sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right.
Is
You got
that a-
Street Fighter and Rocket League, so that's where, without a doubt, going to be console based.
But it's cross-platform though.
No, isn't there Rocket League on PC?
I mean, that
There
depends
is, right?
on-
Are we talking Olympics?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
Olympics?
esports.
P-sports? I think I'd say PC. I don't know why. I feel
I
like
think it's
PC
always
is a
gonna
general.
be. Yeah,
You
it's
think
always
every-
gonna be PC.
I think it has to be general.
Now, in your opinion, do you think everything is going to be PC?
I don't.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think that's
Are
it
they
could
gonna
be
use
monitored.
consoles in any way
No, but
possible?
that will be biased though because you've got leaderboards for other consoles as well. So you've got PS5, very good players in PS5, very good players who play on Xbox, I guess.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Like you said, if the only thing about PS5 players and PC players is just the remote,
Controller.
the controller,
Yeah.
then they can
it's
just.
all just about the skill, not.
No.
Yeah.
But
But,
the controls are different for PS5.
All right, so.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
All right,
if
so let's.
PC is like that neutral ground for everyone.
All
Because
right,
you can
so-
take your PS5 controller and connect to a PC, right?
Could you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you could. Yeah.
Yeah, you
With
can.
some tweaks, you could.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
with
we
some
just said,
tweaks.
oh, you need to just install it. There's something.
Like a software, right? A
Yeah.
software, and that's
Yeah,
it.
it's that simple.
So-
There's no.
So you can't make an excuse that if you lost, oh, I'm playing on PC.
You got your exactly. Which is
Yeah.
what I'm
I
telling
mean-
you. That's what I'm saying. I think the only reason why I say PC
All right.
because it's neutral.
Mm.
You
But
know.
I think he's talking about in terms of like you are good in a PS5 in terms of leaderboards. Like let's say in
Oh,
your-
because you
No.
have a
You have
PS5
you
in
have
the
leaderboard, You
PS5.
got Xbox leaderboard. You got a Switch leaderboard.
No, I think it's fine. So I mean, if
I
you
mean, but if it's in terms of like, let's say, it is PC is neutral.
But is it? But I thought PS doesn't matter. Like you can sign into the PSN network and you can find yourself in the leaderboard. Or
yeah, you could. Yes,
You know.
yes.
Yeah, but I think it's in terms of unifying it. Like think of it this way: they're unifying it by the Olympics. I mean,
Yeah.
they're unifying it by putting everything on PC.
And so far, every single game they've announced, which is the dancing
Rocket League,
game.
Street Fighter, NBA 2K.
I don't know how the dancing game is going to be on PC. Honestly, I don't get it. I mean, I get it on Xbox or PS5, but not on. Oh yeah, another weird thing: Switch. How's that on Switch?
Yeah, if I'm used to the Switch controller, and you can't connect a Switch controller into the
Can
PC.
you?
Oh yeah,
can't.
if you got
Yeah,
that,
but there's no competitive
there's
competitive Switch games, are there?
Oh,
Rocket
my-
League has
oh,
Switch.
Young
Rocket League
had one.
is a Switch.
Young
Super
had
Smash,
What?
right?
For
There's
real?
Super
Oh, yeah.
Smash Bros. I think.
Super Smash Bros. Is
Yeah.
one, yes, but it's not
Wait,
in the Olympics.
who's been to Geekdom right now? They had a Super Smash Bros. Competition, right?
Yeah.
How's that played?
Well, like oh yeah, you take the sticks and you basically you connect them to some sort of a controller-like thing.
Huh?
No, but you can use any controller, right? There's like the old controller you can connect to the Nintendo Switch.
I mean, Super
There-
Smash Bros. is the only Nintendo Switch game I can think of, or that or Mario Kart.
Oh,
Rocket
yeah.
League is in Switch.
Yeah, but isn't it more popular on PS or?
I think it's more popular on PS,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it probably has a more what do you call DLCs or
DLCs, yeah.
microtransactions, things like that.
Yeah.
It started with PS and Windows and PC. So yeah, I mean, most of the base will be coming from there. But
Yeah,
I mean, people
All right.
who play
So
Switch.
here's my question to all of y'all.
yeah.
Would you compete? Do you feel like you have that standard to compete in esports?
Honestly, yeah.
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 What game?
Really.
Oh, confident.
Yeah.
Confidence.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fortnite, Call of Duty.
It's confidence backed up by a bag of wind.
No, make your argument, man. I'm on board, man. Go for it. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like-
Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Hold on.
and Fortnite.
Wait. Okay, he's completely bald, so you don't have to rip his hair out. So when you hear the argument, you want to hear.
I want to hear. now.
Yeah,
But,
you'll actually
dude, come
rip
on.
your
Rip my beard out.
So
Okay, so Call of Duty, Fortnite.
Fortnite,
Are
yeah.
you-
Those, this is like you would enter. I'm talking about local competition.
Yeah.
Like right
Do
here.
not. If you make your argument about you're the best in the world,
leaderboard
Let him, man. Let
wise-
him. Okay, so seriously, those two games.
Yeah.
Leaderboards
man.
wise, how are you in the leaderboards?
Yeah. What do you
I
feel
haven't
like
checked.
You haven't checked?
No.
So you-
And Call of
so
Duty,
you're
I
not
can't.
in.
I haven't played Call of Duty in a long time, like the
So you're not in.
recent
Dude,
one.
check the leaderboards
Okay.
first.
No.
And if you're top of the leaderboards, then yes.
Have you ever
Top
played in the
100.
competition or no?
No, never.
No, but do you want to?
Yeah, I want to.
Why don't you make it happen? See, I'm here to get people to do because he didn't want to do a podcast. Look at us now. Why don't you compete? What's
I
stopping
want to
you?
compete,
What's
but,
stopping you?
but the thing is, in Qatar, like the prizes aren't high at
Who
all.
cares? Right there, just compete.
Yeah, it's the
You
passion,
do,
man.
Hold on. You do realize it's not just about the prizes; it's about getting recognition.
There you go.
Honestly,
yeah.
Then
I-
you get- then you get
I'd only
sponsors.
I'd only compete in like an esport tournament if there was a prize and
All right,
that
camera
prize
Alright,
was.
Alright, camera off. I'm gonna.
If you're really
Why, dude?
if
Why?
you're-
Why? Who cares?
I care about the prize.
if
I
you're
care
really-
about their
Dude,
rewards.
I remember when I
Have you-
first.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. Sorry.
No, go
Allow me
ahead.
to interrupt, because honestly, this is why I'm saying you are not in touch with the community, and
Go
stop
for it,
laughing
man.
because you're not.
First of all, isn't there a prize here?
Literally 10,000 reals.
For each player?
Well, no.
No, for a group of 10 players.
But it doesn't matter.
No,
If you-
yes, for each player. Sorry.
if you make the leaderboards, if you're really good enough,
Yeah.
there are competitions in
You can
Saudi,
rec-
for example.
So you
Yeah,
go to
dude.
showdown.me, which is run by Deep and Hatem. Right?
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out, guys. All right. These guys run an organization of tournaments here in Qatar, whether it's Geek End or Geekdom.
Yeah, dude.
All you do
I'm
is
saying, man, if you feel like genuine, I'm serious. I'm that's not like joking aside. Let's say you are seriously confident you can really own at like
and you can compete.
you can compete. You at that level. You're like, you know what, dude? I can do this. I can show up. I can make up. I can walk the walk. I can talk the talk.
Yeah.
Just apply yourself, man. I'm here to tell you can do it. I know for a fact that you can do it. If you 1,000% know that you got this and you can like straight up show these people off, then just
we support
make
you.
a move,
Yeah,
man.
but Ahmed, there's one problem here.
What's
He's lazy.
No, dude, I am
You
lazy.
are lazy.
I'm lazy. That's true, but being lazy just means that you wanna like
you
you wanna
seriously gonna
relax.
make an ar- are you
I'm
seriously
serious,
gonna make an
really.
argument for being
Do you
lazy?
know what lazy really means? Like for example, let's say my phone, let's say my phone's on the table, okay?
Okay.
Someone was standing, like Hadi was right there. I told him to get my phone, and the table is like right so close.
Uh-huh.
Does that really make me lazy, or does that mean that I just want things to be easy to like?
Yeah,
Does that
Actually,
right?
Yes, the table needs to
I
come
love
to
how
you.
he is. You know what's
Table
funny?
needs
And
to
you know
come
what?
to you.
I can actually
Look,
respect,
being
I can actually
lazy-
respect that.
Look, being
If
lazy
you're
just
gonna be
means
lazy, you be the laziest person.
being lazy just means that
Okay, hold on.
being lazy.
Hold on.
Be on the top of your game.
Hold on. If you want to
Be on the
be
top of your game.
okay,
You
no,
make an
seriously.
argument for being lazy.
Okay,
Oh
no,
my god.
because if you're gonna be lazy, you go ahead, be lazy, but
Yeah.
own it. Be lazy, but see how far that's gonna take. That's what I'm gonna say.
No, look, there are things like for example, I feel like being lazy just really means that you wanna relax or have things be easy. That's it. Really, that's it.
Yeah, I think.
Honestly,
Yeah,
like
let's
okay,
order dinner.
if you told me,
I'm
like,
not bored.
give me an example where
Lots of
being lazy
options.
is bad. Give me an example where
Lots
being
of
lazy is
Being
bad.
lazy is bad.
Yeah, give
Sure.
me an example.
I'll give you many.
Give me one.
Okay, you want one?
Yeah, give me one.
Okay, one. All right, one.
Yeah.
I have what's it called? I have a assignment due tomorrow, and I didn't do it. And if I don't hand it in, I'll fail. I'll fail, and I'll have to redo the year.
Yeah.
And that's really bad. And that set me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's is that
God,
no wait is that laziness or is it because you just don't want to do it? There's a difference actually.
Yeah,
Laziness.
procrastinating and being lazy are different.
Well,
No,
look, okay, so don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Don't want to do it. We've gone way off topic. Don't want to do
China,
it.
we always do this, right?
We don't want to do
No,
it.
I mean, in terms of you were making an argument about lazy being something, which is. I mean,
If you tell me I want to find a way to make things easy, then that's just creative thinking.
Yeah.
You're trying to be a creative
I
thinker.
mean-
Yeah, but that's also like I think that a lot of people misinterpret lazy. They think that
There's a difference between actually being lazy and getting things to be done easier.
no, like for example, the example that I just gave you, like let's say my phone's on the table, I'm
Yeah.
sitting here, it's the table is this close, but
Yeah.
instead of getting up and getting it,
Yeah.
I told Hadi to bring it here. Does that make me like? Is that bad? Is that
Yes.
that's
Yes,
lazy?
that's
Look,
lazy.
that's lazy, but
That's not-
but
But
it's
you're
also,
asking someone to
That's
bring
not
you
lazy.
yeah, but
something more.
laziness just really means that you
I
want to
think-
have things
I
be
can't
easy
believe-
I
or
have-
relax.
I can't believe
I have
it's
this-
hyped up about
I
actually
know.
the argument about being lazy.
You know what's funny? My coach and mentor really chews me out on this,
Yeah.
and I love him. I love him because he's changed my mindset so many times. Very small example.
Yeah.
Like, hey, coach, you want to do the filming tomorrow for this barbell club announcement?
Uh-huh.
He's like, yeah. All right, cool. He knows that I know that I can get this information from someone else.
Okay.
Okay.
But you went straight to the source.
No, I went to him
Yeah.
knowing that he doesn't know. Okay, I'm just making his life harder and my life even harder.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I asked him that question. Like, hey, where are the cameras? You know? And he went, I don't know. Asking the wrong person. You're asking me to do your job.
Oh boy.
He really chewed me out.
Yeah.
He really chewed. He's like, we've done this 1,000 times. We've filmed 1,000,000 times. You know,
How can you not know where the cameras are?
Yeah, he really chewed me out. And from that day on, I'm like, okay, now I know how to redirect,
Take the initiative.
take the initiative
Yes.
to actually ask the right questions, to move in the right direction. You know what I mean? So when you say pass me that phone, I don't want to get up and
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's lazy.
but people can see that view that as lazy.
I
by
can
the
just
way.
see
This is
that.
like
I can
the
just
point.
see that as you're coming here anyway, just bring it along. But that's, I don't know. It's a very strange argument you're bringing.
So
No, but
speaking
look-
on-
yeah, so-
speaking
sorry.
about moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
So, okay. No, just a quick question, guys. So,
Yeah.
you've seen the games now, right?
Yeah.
For the esports.
Yeah.
That's the
What games are you recommending, if ever part of the Olympic Committee? What games do you think should be in the Olympics?
I say Fortnite.
Okay, yours is Fortnite.
Call of Duty.
Fortnite.
Yes, and you'll be part of the leaderboards soon.
Call of
don't worry.
Duty.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Is
And
it,
I also think that
is it Saber? Is it VR related or it could be anything?
And it could be anything.
Anything? All right. I definitely want to say like any actual sport, like maybe like FIFA or
FIFA, football. Yeah,
football. Yeah, because that makes sense, man. I don't know. We're talking about traditional esports too, because I feel like that would gain a more
Following. right?
more Olympic crowd.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
because the Olympics isn't about like shooting up games, shoot 'em up like Call of Duty or Counter Strike, for sure.
Sure.
100%. That's not what they. I mean, they have. I mean, they save that for like the shooting.
Okay.
You know what's it called?
Counter Strike.
No. The actual distance. When they
Shooting.
play the.
Oh yeah.
That's in the Olympics.
Well, yeah, the actual shoot. It's shooting.
Shooting range.
Shooting.
Shooting
Yeah,
range.
shooting. Yeah, shooting.
In
Yeah.
Arabic, it's called Ramaya.
Ramaya. Yeah, exactly. Good.
Yeah.
We have locals who actually compete and they get.
Nasser Atiyah.
Yeah. Did he get like a second place or in the Olympics?
Oh yeah, once time in London, and I can't believe I know
Yeah.
this.
It's good. No, dude.
Because I actually work in that field.
Represent, dude. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
So that's something. So like, okay, they already have that covered.
Here's the thing. So he said this in his documentary, and I can't believe I'm actually quoting this.
What's that?
He would rather do shooting instead of riding the car rally.
Oh yeah.
All right, hear this. Hear this out.
Okay.
There's a reason. The reason is he's representing the country in shooting.
That makes sense. See, that makes sense.
In
I
the
respect
car rally,
that.
you're representing yourself or the company that's
Oh,
sponsoring.
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's how it works, because it's not an Olympic sport or anything like that, and so it's not counted in the Olympics. So he thought when he tried it out the shooting, right, he was able to represent Qatar more than once, and actually one time got a bronze, a gold,
Bronze.
and
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
silver. Yeah.
So I don't see Counter-Strike or anything in the Olympics.
You don't want
definitely.
to shoot those shooting.
They already have it. No, it's
FPS.
Because the amount of dedication and training those shooters actually get into, like the actual shooters.
Yeah.
That they put into that, the training, the timing, and the right bullets and the shells, so they can actually get the right feel for it, so that they can actually compete at a world level, right? That's literally just, excuse my language, pissing away at it by putting.
bunch of gamers shooting them. Yeah.
But I would say
And I wouldn't put VR what's it called, because there's also Olympic archery.
archery. Yeah.
So
Again, same
Olympic
standard.
Olympic
Same standard.
VR archery is just
I mean, think of it this way: they're creating category. I mean, it's good and bad at the same time. They're creating categories for the esports. So you'd say,
Yeah.
why can't they do archery like that? They're gonna think of it that way. Why can't I shooting?
I feel like
But
they
they
need
don't
to
want to
find.
hold the gun.
I feel like
they
they
don't
need
want to hold the bow.
Yeah, I feel like they need to find something that could be really mastered, like find a game. I'm gonna say this that works really well in the virtual world. So soccer is just an idea of mine. Okay, playing FIFA is just like, okay, I'll throw that. But what really counts is finding something that'll only work in VR or only work in console
As an
world.
esport,
As
yeah,
an esport, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would really make something count for the Olympics, because there is real archery, there is real sailing. Why don't just use those?
Yeah.
Why not have archery's already? Okay.
Why don't you invent something new,
There you go.
something original?
Yeah,
Finally, you got a good idea.
creative thinking. There you go. I'm serious. You know what I
You
mean?
got a point.
I can't think of something at the top of my head. This is why we're having this little debate.
Yes.
If you guys think of something that's sort of better, then then I can get on board. Oh, okay. This can be done in the real world. This is something,
Well, I would say, I mean, just for inclusivity, because esports has always been linked to these usual games that we know.
Yeah.
For e-gaming, like Counter-Strike is one.
Yeah.
FPS are there. So
Yeah.
I would say, I don't oppose to what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, I think we should include these as well, because they established esports anyway. They
Good
were
point.
established games,
But
right?
but you don't see that crowd in the what's it called, Olympics.
Well, let's think of it on a serious matter. You'll see it online, but not in the physical.
Physically.
Because COVID made the ability to see anything from anywhere.
Online, yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
now it's like you need that sort of. Because even in the big competitions, you'll see
Oh yeah,
it in
they did.
arenas.
I mean, they did have the FIFA competition here, like last year. Was it last year? Yeah, where Khalifa, Abdul Ghafri, and those other guys,
Yeah.
they all came in. It was the finals, not the qualifiers.
I saw, and we did a little thing back in my podcasting days. We filmed it, like the 3x3 and all that.
Yeah.
Absolute bananas, dude. It was this giant stage, and you need that energy from the crowd.
Yes.
You need that sort of,
Yeah.
I remember like it's the same thing with powerlifting, man. You get energy
From
people
from the crowd, yeah.
yelling and screaming. That's why when I saw this, it really cracked me up. COVID days, I would watch football matches.
Yeah.
There's no crowd, but they actually have a crowd sound simulation. I'm not.
That's
I swear,
weird.
yeah, it's really
That
weird.
is weird.
Yeah,
that is
but they
really
did that.
weird.
But they actually did
Nice
that.
use of a mixer.
I'm serious. Yeah, so they did that.
I mean,
But you can't actually do that on FPS. You know why?
Why?
Because on FPS, it's very important for the audio experience is very important.
Good point.
So you need to hear the steps.
Good point.
Right? So
Okay,
you know
yeah.
where the directions of the bullets
So
are.
here's a proper here's a proper comparison. Okay, so you got a game show, an actual game show. All right, you can add laughter, clapping, gasping, all kinds of effects. You know, sound effects. All right, that's on a game show. All right, like let's say you answer the question, people ask and answer, so far. All right, now as you said during FPS, if you add any of those sound effects, what happens?
Yeah, you get distracted. So you can't hear, your directional hearing is distracted. So you won't know where your enemies are, where the
but
bullets are coming from.
I think what he meant, sorry, I'm getting you, but I think what he did it when he said it, he means internally, like online. Online?
What?
Like
To have
the sound that you heard.
No. That's not gonna work. Online, it won't work. So when I was so when you watch,
That was an actual in the
no,
stadium.
I'm talking about actual football. Actual
No, I
football.
meant it was in the stadium. They
In the
actually
stadium.
added the clapping sound.
Yeah, some
In stadium.
speakers were there,
I'm not even kidding.
and they simulated the audience.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take my argument. I mean that's just screwed up.
That's true. Imagine you are in the field playing football. There's every seat's empty, but there's the sound of.
3D surround.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
3D surround.
I'm 100% serious. Even my buddy told me, he's like, what? He's like, yeah, it just gives the player some, like,
The
you know? Because imagine it was just dead silence. It's almost like you're playing, not even a friendly match. It's like, playing against some teammates, you know?
I mean, yeah, friendly matches don't count because it's not just something. It's just,
Yeah, and this is like this is the height of COVID, and it was crazy, you know?
Might as well compete with your eyes closed then.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, right?
Pretty much.
There's no
You
point
probably-
looking at.
You probably don't even need to run.
Yeah. There's no need to get excited. Here, like, actually, like, scoring a goal and going crazy is like, well, there's no one here, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I completely get the argument of not having a giant crowd when you're playing first-person shooter.
Yes, because
Yeah.
yeah, that's
need
why you
that-
have those earphones.
Yeah. You need complete silence. You
You need to hear what's happening in your environment.
Not to mention you'll be able to, if it's a team thing, you need to be able to talk to them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And what about the game? What about you? So what
Okay,
games do you?
yeah.
Me, okay. Soul Calibur 6, before it died out.
Soul Calibur 6? What's that?
Yes.
Did they have an esports
They did.
event before for
They
that?
did
Okay.
have many esports events specifically hosted by PlayStation. But the problem is because of lack of updates or lack of online the community, and more people just get into Tekken and Street Fighter, it just died out here in Qatar or around the world. Yeah.
I would say Guitar Hero.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Dude, that was so fun. That was so fun. I
Like Guitar
I
Hero,
remember,
Because you
me
can
and
get
my
the.
buddies, we like one of them did guitar, I did the vocals.
Okay.
The other guy did the
drums.
Rock band.
That's
rock
rock band.
Rock
That's
band,
rock
yeah.
band.
That's
That's rock
Rock
band.
band.
Yeah.
But like I'd say
But
Guitar
yeah,
Hero
we
because
did Guitar Hero as well because he did the guitar, I did the vocals.
Can you use an actual guitar in Guitar Hero? No, right? So you can
Oh, no,
you have to
actually,
use
Rocksmith. Rocksmith you can.
a Rocksmith.
I
you
saw that. Yeah, that was really cool. I actually wanted to.
Yeah, Rocksmith you can.
I bought the game, but I never got to it.
Oh, yeah?
I never played it. It was just cheap, like 100 reals. But then, and then
You put the attachments on the guitar?
Yes, you could.
no,
You could.
Yeah, you can actually play with an actual guitar.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's how you play
Oh.
it. There's no other way to play it.
Yeah.
You have to
Oh.
attach an
But I
actual
never,
guitar.
Okay.
I never opened it. I never opened it.
I have it
It's
at home.
weird.
You at home? Do you play?
Yeah, I play.
You play?
I play.
How long you playing for?
No, I play music. I play the guitar
No, yeah. How long do you play?
since I was in college.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm complete because I play guitar as well.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, we can set up a
A little band.
A little
What do you-
band,
What do you
then.
play? Metal or like rock or
alternative rock.
alternative rock?
Yeah.
I haven't picked up the guitar for a
For a long time. I can
long
play
time.
drums as well.
Nice. I just dabble. I just know 4x4. You know,
You guys-
I learned the
you guys
I learned the
can make
drums
a
on.
band. You guys can make a band. All you need is
I-
a vocalist. And
A
that's it, you're
vocalist?
good.
Oh man, go ahead. Zach, you said you played vocals. You know,
Don't look at me. I don't have that good of a voice. I can
but like
play
I
the
said,
game.
man, I'd definitely like to see Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero,
because I feel
yeah.
like that's
I mean, it does have that that tension. When you like real tension when you play the game. You know, not on easy mode, but I'm talking like hard mode.
Yeah.
The impossible.
The impossible. What's that? What's that famous song? That's
Sweet Home Alabama.
No.
What's the genre?
Leonard
of the-
Skinner?
It's speed metal. It's the genre of speed metal, but
One of my best speed metal songs would be "Fury at the Storm" by Dragon Force.
Dragon Force.
Yeah.
No, for me it's the Fire and Flames.
Did you?
Fire and Flames.
You're able to play.
What?
You're able to play that.
It's like the last.
on
It was
hardcore.
it was the last song. It was the
that
last
good.
thing.
I'm not that good. I barely was able to pass it through easy. Easy. That's why. That's why I suck.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be really good as like an Olympic
That's
sport.
why-
Hand-eye coordination.
That's why I just able to do it as a vocals. You know, no.
The vocals.
Yeah, no. That one in particular is impossible to properly play in easy.
The thing with the vocals, though.
Because you know those guys in Dragon Force, they have a lot of solos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Herman Lee is one crazy guitarist, man. I'm a fan. Herman Lee.
I mean,
Yeah, dude.
That's
But yeah,
nice.
man, it's cool to know that people are here playing music as well.
Yeah,
man,
lots
it's
of-
cool.
ish.
Ish. All right, so we established that you're
Fortnite.
lazy enough to not
Lazy.
want to play in the big leagues, or at least
No,
the
dude,
small
I
leagues.
want to play, but I want the price to be high.
Okay,
There has to be
Greedy.
incentive.
And it sounds
Look,
like-
Tamar, ya sheikh.
Why don't you just
Incentive
do it for the love
For
of
the
it?
love of it, yeah.
Honestly, I can't. I need
Alright,
I need
motivation.
Alright, then
It's not that I can't. I don't want to because I need incentive. I need physical,
Alright, dude. Listen.
materialistic.
Listen.
You're all
incentive.
materialistic.
Listen. It's like I'm talking to my nephew. Alright? You want incentive?
Yeah.
They actually wait until the next weekend and register. Okay? 5,000 is maybe the lowest price.
I checked if there was Fortnite. They didn't have, nor did they have Call of Duty.
Then that's your fault.
How's that my fault?
That you're playing
What's
sucky
the
games.
okay? Okay. You will soon, hopefully. What about you? Would you ever go into esports? Would you ever join a league and
No, I'm not that
shoot
good.
your shot?
No, I'm not that good.
No.
I have no plans. I like, going back to my question a while ago.
Yeah.
Like what games I'd prefer to go there.
Yeah.
So RTS games, for example, StarCraft.
All right. Okay.
Right. So I play StarCraft. I'm not very good at it, and even if
I
I
thought
do
there
try,
are. I thought there is like. I thought League of Legends was like that. Wasn't it?
no, League of it's a MOBA. So this one,
No. What's that?
Multiplayer online battle arena.
No. What's that? I thought it was like.
Starfield?
Path of Exile,
No. I thought.
Dota,
I don't know.
Hold on.
Yes.
Dota.
Yeah. Or Red Alert.
Oh, Red Alert. Yeah, Red Alert is
yeah.
an RTS. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that isn't that kind of game.
Isn't that kind of
Real-time
game?
strategy.
Yeah. Real-time
Okay,
strategy.
that-
I
Real-time
thought
strategy
that's big
game.
on the esports game.
Yes, it is. It is very
Okay.
big.
You
But
feel like you could compete in that? Or?
no way, no
No
way,
way?
no. I'm not that fast.
Ah,
So
okay.
the thing,
You'd actually need to be, I think the ability, you need to build a base like in less than a second.
Yeah.
Dude, I
no,
feel
it's-
like that game requires a lot of brain power, dude.
yeah,
Because
it's not
And
that.
actual knowledge of
I remember
battle tactics.
I remember playing one of my all-time favorite was Red Alert 2,
Oh yeah.
and I think after that it was Generals.
Yeah, Generals, Command and Conquer Generals. Yeah.
Command and Generals.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
only 3 teams, like the
Yeah,
Americans,
yeah.
the,
The
Arab team,
Americans.
and
The
a Russian
LGA.
team.
the
Yeah,
LGA.
yeah,
the
exactly.
LGA. Yeah.
But yeah, so for me, like that's one. Okay, so you'd say you still need to work on your skills. Then maybe you can.
It's not about that. The thing is, when I play RTS,
Okay.
I'm so amazed by the buildings. When I see the buildings and the like the small POs, I'm like, ooh, look at this. But the thing is, if you're playing an RTS game professionally,
Yeah.
you have to be able to multitask.
Oh, okay. I get
So,
you.
for example, you're building a base and you're also scouting. You're building
Oh,
a base.
okay,
So,
okay.
yeah. You're
So
harvesting
you're
some
too busy
minerals.
kind of admiring the
Yeah, you can't-
agriculture of the world.
Yeah, you can't. You don't have to admire it, right?
Okay,
It's,
okay.
For you, it's like a chess piece. They're all chess pieces.
You're probably perfect for playing Nobunaga's Ambition.
What is that?
You never know.
I've never
That's
heard
again RTS.
of it. Oh, okay.
All right. How about you?
All right, me, I would compete in esports if
Soul,
it's a if
Soul
it's
Calibur, you say?
yeah, but
Soul
again,
Calibur, yeah.
again, the game died out. So
If you had to pick another game, like let's say another game.
well, there is another game, but it still hasn't been released yet. It's called Die by the Blade. It's a new game.
Did you say this is a more commutative game, or is it just
it's
more
a
of a?
commutative game?
Okay.
Multiplayer? It's a multiplayer.
I mean, not yet. I mean, I think you can play online. like it's 1 versus 1.
Okay.
All right, one versus 1, and the ability to play it like with the same person in the same room or online.
Okay.
So there is multiplayer in it, you know. You can literally customize any way you want. You can use 2 swords, 1 sword.
You really love swords, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Kendo, man. It's his background. Why would he not?
I'm a natural born swordsman. You know, I think I was born in the wrong age.
The wrong country, maybe.
Wrong age.
Wrong age.
Wrong age. Wrong age. Wrong age. Wrong age. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool, man. I mean, I definitely, I don't know, man. You should definitely think about maybe expanding your
Horizons.
My horizons. Yeah.
finding different games to conquer, and then you never know, man.
Yeah, that's like asking Gollum not to go for the ring.
Don't you like Super Smash?
I don't honestly.
For real?
Yeah,
I'm not picking on him. I want him to.
It's not.
I don't mean to pick on. I really want you to like get out there.
It's not that I don't like it. I mean, it's like okay for me. It's okay.
Ahmed,
But it's not like Fortnite or Call of Duty.
Out there all you want.
You won't.
It's like speaking to a wall.
Huh?
It's like speaking to a wall.
One day, man.
is.
One day. One day. You never know,
Look,
man.
I am keen. Like I do want to play Street Fighter 6 competitively.
There you go.
That is a game I like.
There it is.
There it is.
Just play
Yeah.
Street
You
Fighter.
feel like you're up to par?
Look, I still need to practice, but it is a game that I'm like I love.
Alright,
See,
so what
this
you-
is on the topic.
What you first need to do is then buy the game. Play against
Practice.
First thing you do is
man.
buy
No, I'm serious.
First buy it.
So
And then play
this is-
it.
Pay to
because,
play.
because I know for sure you did not buy it.
No, but I do play it. Like my uncle bought it, and I do play it when I go there like every Thursday to my grandmother's.
So you're gonna practice every week.
No, but like I'll buy it. Like, that is a game I'm gonna buy, but it's like I'm trying to finish Star Wars Jedi Survivor so I can make a video on it. That's why I haven't played Street Fighter 6.
Oh God, have mercy.
Yeah.
If you make a video on Star Wars Jedi, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna block you for sure. Don't ruin the game for other people. It's I'll tell you the intro. So guys, my name's Aziz, and you can call me Aziz the Hobbit. Or Aziz,
Would you ever do that?
And I
Would you
want to
ever?
talk about Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Here are the positives and negatives of Jedi. Immediately, I know your intro.
Would I ever do what?
Like a streaming thing, like a.
He's
I used to stream, but I stopped because I think that it's better for me to upload videos so that I can get more engagement and awareness. Because I think that what people
No. Before you go for the O's, all his videos are just literally ranting.
not all of them. Do you see my
No,
latest
they're all
one?
ranting.
My latest one.
Did you
Which
say?
is-
Do you have a
My
video
thoughts
where-
on Extraction
do
2.
you have a video where you
Again,
first
it's
mentioned
ranting.
in your first sentence, "I love this game," or is it, "I hate it"?
No, I did say
you love it.
Yeah.
Because hold on,
My latest
Because
one.
here's the thing, I realize a lot of these young streamers are doing Fortnite and Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So why don't you do that? Why don't you do?
I
Because,
used to play-
because you're gonna love this.
let him talk, man.
Hold
Okay,
on, no, no,
because
no.
I stopped
Hold on.
because I feel like uploading videos instead of live streaming is better to get like more subscribers and views.
Why? The
Because
whole
look,
point is
first of all-
for small YouTubers, for small
Now,
people.
Look at how he titles his lives. All of them. Just scroll down.
this is you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wait, this is. Okay, see, you are streaming though. It's like an
I
hour
used to.
long.
This was a long time ago.
Look at what he's his titles are all
6
LOL.
months ago.
Holy all his titles are LOL.
No,
Why, dude?
I'm trying to make it like a niche, you know. Like,
That's
like-
not-
No, it's not. It's clearly not a niche. Why is it all LOL? Why is it all LOL?
Yeah.
You know what? It's gonna catch on. I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
'cause
that
it's
wants
all
to catch on.
LOL. dude.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, this
No,
Why is it
guy.
all LOL?
but
Yeah,
no,
listen, I'm trying to make it like a niche, like
That's
something
crazy.
like it's my thing.
It's-
It's not a niche.
Like laugh out loud.
yeah.
That's a movie.
You'll be featured in one of the
No, laugh.
YouTubers. You know this
There's a movie
guy?
called Laugh Out
No,
Loud.
there's a movie called LOL.
I don't know why, but I love this. I don't know why. It's all LOL. I love it. Do it, man. You know what? Just don't stop. Just don't stop. Just don't stop.
No, please stop. For
Yeah,
all
if I do
man,
go
what the-
if I do go back to streaming, I'm just gonna keep it LOL.
Yeah, we
Should wrap up.
Yeah, we should wrap up. Wow, this was a very interesting podcast, and always possible. We discussed like all forms of esports, both from a literal sports point of view, an athletic point of view, to what else? Like a VR point of view, to Aziz's point of view, which no one cares about. Yeah. And I have to say, we were very lucky to have you here with us.
Oh man, thank you
I mean,
for having me,
was
man. It was fun,
really-
man. It was good.
I mean,
It was good talk.
Lovely having your insights on this. I mean, it gave us a proper argument, you know. We just have more people commenting, but
It's all good, man.
Anyway, thank you for coming.
thank
you
you for
both
having me.
guys for coming. Then welcome back, Clint.
Yes,
As
thank
is,
you.
You're always welcome. Although to be honest, doing this, you know. I mean, this is what I love about our podcast. You know, it's actually a collective of geeks who give whatever opinions they want on
100%,
whatever topic
man.
is, you know?
100%.
You know, and this is what I want QatarTainment to be. You know, I want it to be like this. I want us to grow together and everyone just to, you know, talk their hearts out.
Hell yeah, man.
All right.
Most
Anybody,
definitely.
anyone want to say anything before we wrap it up?
No, I think we're good. Thank you. Glad to be back.
Glad to be back. All right. Thank you, Store 974. Thank you, Geek Street and Majlis Shabab, who also let us use their place. This is Sink QTR.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Aziz the Hobbit.
Abbas. Seth.
Soon to be Sheikh Kratos.
Sheikh Kratos.
Okay.
Right after me.
We'll see you all next week. Have a good night.
Nice.
Good. That was good.